Hey everybody, welcome to No Bones About Wrestling. This is the Retro Watch Along. I'm one of your hosts, Asa, and with me as always is K Fabulous
Hey.
and Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling. Wrong way.
Yes.
Dude,
That
There
way.
you go. There you go. What's
And-
going on? How are we?
Doing well, doing well. And today we are going to watch WCW Starrcade 1996. So very excited. We're continuing our December of Starrcades. I got just a couple quick announcements before I run down the card. One announcement: our weekly podcast, AEW Weekly, it airs usually Mondays at 6. Tomorrow it's going to air still on Monday, but it's going to air at 7 p.m. live. So just 1 hour later. So check us out tomorrow at 7.
After that, I'll go back to 6.
Right. And I have one more announcement. The holidays are messing up a lot of people's schedules. Things will get off. And so our retro watch along, we always do it on Sunday. Next week it's getting its schedule thrown off also. Instead of Sunday, which is Christmas Eve, we're not going to do a retro watch along Christmas Eve. We are doing it Friday night, the December 22nd. We're gonna watch it 7 p.m. December 22nd, and we're not watching a wrestling event on Friday. We're watching a fun movie. It's called Santa's Sleigh, and it's a horror comedy. And it's Santa's Sleigh, Slay, as in murder. And it stars Bill Goldberg as a homicidal Santa Claus.
Love that.
And every so many years, he's let out of his, prison, wherever he's imprisoned. Isn't that right?
No, so 100 years ago, or maybe more actually, he gets into a battle with an angel and loses, and as his punishment, he has to give gifts to the children of the world once a year on Christmas, and his punishment is up when this year starts, so he can go back to being evil. So this year, instead of bringing children gifts, he's bringing murder to the town.
Nice.
And seeks revenge against some people who wronged him. It's glorious.
And murderous.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So it's going to be Friday at 7 p.m. We're watching Santa's Sleigh. So we are going to watch our X. We're going to put on information about where you can rent it or buy it digitally. We already figured it out? Where was it? You can rent it.
You can rent it on YouTube, and I believe also, I want to say it's on Hulu Premium, maybe.
For what, like $4?
Yeah, so on Hulu, it's $3.99. I'll just double check this right now.
Okay.
Santa's Sleigh, which is a great fucking name. So you can watch it on Fubo if you have a subscription. You can watch it on Hulu as well with premium subscription. You can watch it on Sling TV with their premium subscription. You can also watch it on YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Vudu, Amazon, all for $3.99, $4 to watch the amazing movie with Bill Goldberg.
There you go. So pick any one of those. We're watching it again Friday night, December 22nd, 7 p.m. We'll come on around 6:45, 6:45, and just talk about some stuff. Talk about Christmas stuff a little. Talk about Goldberg a little. Talk about his career a little bit, and then 7 p.m. we're gonna go live with the movie, and the three of us will be your hosts. And this movie it's supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be kind of so bad it's good, and it's very funny. It's a delight to watch. I'll tell you that. So,
and as always, if you have to work on Friday night or something, you can always catch the replay at any point on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it'll be here on our YouTube channel. Once again, Friday, 7 p.m., Santa Soleil. So that's the end of the announcements. And again, watch our X account, and everything I just said will be on there this week about where you can rent it or buy it. So get hyped, because that's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped, all right.
I want your Santa hat for the announcement.
Oh, it's all right. All right, and real quick, I'm going to go over the card. We got a bunch of matches on this Starrcade here. We've got world champion Hulk Hogan against Rowdy Roddy Piper in a non-title match. We got Lex Luger versus the Giant. Let's see.
Is the Hulk Hogan one the main event?
It is.
Okay, and it's a non-title match?
Non-title match.
Weird.
Yeah. Not so crazy about that, but whatever. We got Lex Luger versus the Giant. We got Diamond Dallas Page versus Eddie Guerrero in the finals of the United States title tournament. The title was vacant at this point. We've got World Tag Team Champions, the Outsiders. That's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash defending against the Barbarian and Ming. We've got Chris Benoit taking on Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Should be a good one. We got Rey Mysterio Jr. facing Jushin Thunder Liger. Should be
that'll be good.
Match. Yeah. Let's see. We've got Medusa versus Akira Hakuto in the finals of the WCW World Women's Title Tournament. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Didn't see the WCW Women's Division a whole lot, but this was the finals of their WCW World Women's Title Tournament. And then opening, we've got Cruiserweight Champion Dean Malenko taking on Ultimo Dragon. So just a killer card. Should be a lot of fun. I don't see any real weak matches in it. Yeah, should be a good card. So let me ask, Kay, what match are you most looking forward to on this one?
I am most looking forward to the Roddy Piper match. I love Roddy Piper. Plus, out of all the matches you just said, that's the only match I can remember.
Okay.
So that one.
What about you, Dylan? What are you most looking for?
It's gonna be hard to choose. There's a bunch, but for sure, Piper and Hogan in a cage match will be awesome.
Not a cage match.
I thought it was a cage match.
Yeah, I thought you've been saying all week it's a cage match.
I have not been saying a cage match. That was Halloween Havoc '97.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
all right.
it was a cage match at some point.
No.
Yeah, I guess I heard you wrong. But that one, as well as Eddie and DDP.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, Eddie and DDP will be really great to see. Ultimate Dragon and Rey Mysterio will be really cool to watch. I'm sorry, Liger.
Ultimo Dragon and Dean Malenko. Yeah. Yeah,
Ultimate Dragon, Dean Malenko will be also really good, but Liger and Rey Mysterio is probably going to be that fire match for sure. As Wolf would say, they will be cooking for sure in that match. And the women's Medusa, I've never seen her perform. I've heard of her and everything, so it'll be the first time I watch Medusa wrestle. I'm kind of excited to watch that, in all honesty. I didn't realize that that's going to be the only women's match, but still very exciting nonetheless to have that on. So we'll definitely do good for that one. But yeah, those are my picks.
Yeah, I think I'm most looking forward to Rey Mysterio versus Jushin Thunder Liger, definitely. Both those guys are, just amazing. And this is Rey Mysterio in his prime, so it's going to be a killer. This is WCW in its prime as well. The NWO had just begun 7 months prior to this, So the WCW versus NWO, that whole deal was really just heating up, and it's a just a killer angle, and this is going to be a great show. I've not seen this in years and years.
I think it says a lot that like it's a struggle to pick which match we're looking forward to most.
Yeah,
It says a lot
just a
about the
great card. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you got Rey Mysterio, Justin Liger, you got a women's match, you got Roddy Piper, Hogan, some of the stars of the 80s. You got Eddie Guerrero, DDP, you just the best of the best. The Outsiders in there, Ming.
Who are the Outsiders?
Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah.
Ming.
Still part of the NWO.
Right.
Okay, you have to remember I don't know any of this.
Yeah.
I am not familiar.
How are you not familiar? How do you marry somebody that's a wrestling fan and not know these things? How do you not know?
Not my fault.
Yeah, she's not seen a whole lot of WCW yet.
No, I know.
I
know. I
The
know.
2010s.
I bet she's seen less than like 6 WCW shows.
Isn't Halloween
No,
Havoc?
you've seen more. You've seen more than that.
Yeah, I've seen lots of Starrcades and lots of
That's true.
Halloween Havocs.
That's true.
But as far as like episodes go, where there's like storyline progression and stuff like that, I don't see.
Right. What time we got? What time you got?
It's 12:58.
Okay.
2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes to kill.
2 minutes.
What else do I have to say about Starrcade 96?
You can talk to us about the year 1996 if that's easier.
The year
Yeah,
1996?
help set the scene.
Well, President Clinton was seeking re-election, and he had Senator Bob Dole as his challenger, and he destroyed him in his re-election bid. Bill Clinton, very popular at the time. What else?
We had the ladies too.
I saw him give one of his campaign speeches
in 96.
In 95 for the 96 election.
Oh.
We were touring the Capitol in Tallahassee, Florida as a school, and he was at the Capitol building giving a speech, and we had to go into a men's bathroom to look through the window to be able to see him.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's
the closest I've ever been to a president.
Or a men's bathroom, hopefully.
Or I was in it, so that's can't get much closer than that.
I mean, you really can't. You really, really can't.
The Atlanta Olympics took place, the Centennial Olympics.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
We're in Atlanta, and they got bombed, and they falsely accused the security guard, Richard Jewell, and they...
Oh, yes, I know that story.
Yeah, they wrecked his name, and it ended up he did not do it. I forget who did it. So they gave a lot more publicity to the guy who didn't do it than the guy who actually did do it.
And now it's 1 o'clock.
And it's 1 o'clock. Now I've killed 2 minutes, and it's time to start the show. So
I'll tell you this: I was 2 years old when this show was happening. To tell people how old I was at this.
So you've not seen this before, I take it, right?
No.
McKay has not, right?
No.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. And I don't remember a lot about it. I haven't seen this in a long time. So, all right, everybody, get your peacocks ready. Get your peacocks loaded, and we're gonna count down from 5. In 5, 4. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you to...
Well, you're 4 seconds into the show now.
That's why I'm on restart.
Oh, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Get your peacocks loaded. I'm such a juvenile. I'm going to tell you this right now. I hated the fact that Logan dyed half of his beard black while the other part was white. I thought it was the dumbest look that man has ever given us. But yes, probably the most iconic look as well that he ever gave us.
That's funny you said that. I was just thinking about how easy it would be to cosplay him. Because it's so distinctive, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
No surrender! No retreat! The Starrcade, the granddaddy of them all. Starrcade is on the air.
Nashville, Tennessee.
oh, hippity dippity. I don't know if they say that down there, but
That sounds like something they'd say.
yeah.
Let's see how many NWO shirts we got in the crowd. By the next year, you'd have a fuck ton of NWO shirts in the crowd. By 97, NWO just kept getting more and more popular.
Yeah. Look at Dusty
Good announce team.
and Bobby Heenan.
Finally here, and never before in the history of the sport have we seen or felt so much electricity as we felt when we first got to the arena earlier today. Well, I tell you, Tony, all the hype is over with now. We got to get down to fighting. Roddy Piper, keys to victory. He needs to stay focused. He needs to know he's got a bigger man. He needs to reach way down to bring this thing home for a victory.
Right at Papa. He needs to stay focused. Keys to victory.
Out of his mind, and he's got to understand that he's got to be prepared to fight or he will lose this thing.
He's got to be prepared to fight or he will lose this thing.
God damn it, Dusty. We love you.
Roddy Piper is the only man in this sport you don't hold a victory. You're defeated.
He's an animal. Goddamn animal.
You're not going to do it again. Gentlemen, we have seen over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of months, the NWO increase its ranks, growing stronger. I have said from the onset that it is an attempt to surround Hulk Hogan and more people as we prepare for the match of the decade. 8 great matches tonight as we go to David Pinter to kick off Starrcade 1996. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest at Starrcade.
8 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Sonny Ono. From Tokyo, Japan, the 10-crown cruiserweight champion, the Ultimo Dragon.
See how many belts he comes out with. He has 8 championships at this point.
9 titles on the line. This man has 8 championships, including the J-Crown title. Sonny Ono leads him in, and he
Where are they all from?
Mostly from Japan.
And what's his name?
He has
Ultimo
7
Dragon.
with him right now. 2, 3, 4.
No, he's wearing 5, and his manager Sonny Ono has 3. I'm not sure if his belts are on the line.
His manager only has 2, one in each hand. We can't call it a 9-belt match if his aren't on the line.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's what the screen said when they were coming out.
Wow.
They called it a unification match, though. So are they unifying all of these belts?
Cruiserweight.
That's what they said, yeah.
There's nothing in that brain of his right there. If you look in the eyes of Dean Malenko.
As Chris Jericho would call him, Stinko Malenko.
Go Malenko.
Surrounding this thing in Nashville, Tennessee, Starrcade. What a way to kick it off. We welcome to our broadcast location here in just a second. Making his way in, he'll get a seat right beside me. As a matter of fact, I want to put him between me and the rain if I could. That's good. That's good. Mike today. Iron Mike, one of our colleagues on
Mike today.
Bell South, and here we go.
The genius, Mike Tenay. So this should be a pretty goddamn good match here, I think.
The Genius? Didn't he die recently?
Yes, but that was a wrestler. The genius. That was Randy Savage's brother.
Yeah, this is a different Genius.
Correct.
Okay.
The Professor Mike Tenay. As I misspoke, not the
Okay.
genius. The Professor Mike Tenay.
Did I impress you that I knew stuff about the Genius?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
I was trying to impress Asa with remembering obscure wrestling things.
Here we
Doesn't
go.
happen very often.
Boys are getting going. This is gonna be good.
The man of many holds, as Dean Malenko was called.
Man of 1,000 holds, right?
Man of 1,004 holds.
1,004? That's a
A
lot.
lot of holes.
Does one of them like include just holding hands?
No.
I hope.
But a good
I hope that's the 104th hole. It's just them holding hands.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He was the man of 1,000 holds. And then Chris Jericho called himself the man of 1,004 holds. That was it. That was it.
I was gonna say when he came out, they said 1,000.
Yeah, Chris Jericho is the man of
And it
1,004.
also says it on the back of his trunks.
Yeah.
1,000.
Oh, okay. He's not on the card, Jericho? Is he
Yeah.
not with anymore?
No, he was with the company at this point, I believe. I think he was.
I mean,
96, yes.
for you.
99 is when he went over to
Um,
WWF.
that was the Y2J.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the countdown.
Yeah, he was not a big star at this point. Not in America, at least.
Yeah, they have our Four Horsemen foam fingers.
Oh,
Did
yeah?
you see it?
I did not.
Maybe it'll hold my pants up.
Love to make the belt joke, where they joke about a belt being a belt.
So what?
Or they joke about like the title belt being like a belt you would use on your pants.
Hmm. Mm.
The 8 belts in Japan. Let me ask you this, Mike. Let me put this question to you right here. You're being a student of law. Do you believe could beat any man, whether he gets 200?
Let me put this question to you right here.
Can Ultimate Dragon leave this division and compete as Demon Legal can? Or is this just his total concentration to be in this division?
3 or 4.
I would say in the case of
Ultimo Dragon.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is his specialty, this cruiserweight division. As we saw just recently on
Adam's favorite wrestler is Dean Malenko. Well, now it's probably CM Punk, but before that, it was Dean Malenko. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I mean, he's one of the best technical wrestlers ever. So,
I never hear anyone even mention him.
yeah, he's not.
That's how good he was. He was never talked about.
He was at one point. One year he was number 1 in the PWI 500. Dean Malenko. I mean, so he was let's see,
But like no one.
1997, number 1 in the PWI 500.
When people talk about like or reminisce about wrestlers from their childhood or their standout wrestlers, you almost never hear Dean Malenko mentioned.
True.
He was just that damn good. You
Yeah,
never had to talk about him.
I mean, you'll hear about him from me, but not a lot. Yeah, you don't hear about him a lot. That's true. Gets kind of lost in the shuffle. Well, he didn't have a flashy gimmick or anything. He was just kind of himself and went out there and wrestled. You know.
How were his promos?
He didn't really do promos. He was kind of wooden, just very matter of fact.
Mhm.
You know. I mean, I think that's why he that's part of why he doesn't get talked about a lot. You know, in America, to get remembered, you have to be either amazing in the ring or able to do promos and wrestle, you know?
Or he can be MJF and do both.
Yeah.
He's better than you, baby.
Mhm.
Over the top.
Mm.
Jump over the top by Ultimate Dragon. Great leg strength. You notice they haven't been on the floor yet. That's usually the forte of the Dragon. He likes to get you on that floor. Malenko too, though. Malenko just slipped it off. The great move by Malenko. Prevented the man from going up top.
I like his mask.
Here we go.
I like the tail parts that comes down the back.
Well, he's a dragon.
Yeah, I know, it's cool. It's very well designed costume. Or gear, I guess I should say.
Now let's see what happens. Malenko trying to get up. Now the Dragon goes ahead of steam. Malenko ducked out of the way that time.
There we go.
He hit the back of his head on that concrete.
Oh,
Great head and shoulder stake almost, you'd say, by Dragon. And then follows that up with that suicide dive, that diving headbutt right through the ropes. And he caught Malenko down on the floor.
Yeah.
The international scope of these championships is such that in early January at the Tokyo Dome, Jushin Thunder Liger, who we will see later in tonight's broadcast against Rey Mysterio Jr., Jushin Liger will be challenging the winner of this title unification bout at the Tokyo Dome in Japan.
1, 2, got a 2 count. Now, Mike, those 8 titles held by the Ultimo Dragon, I think we're talking from you earlier, you said those are 8 titles from 3 different countries. Is that correct?
That's correct. They're championship belts as represented by Japan, Mexico, as well. And I think the exclamation point added to that would be the very prestigious WCW.
Japan, Mexico, and Britain are where all those belts are from. 3 different countries.
Because they had the wind knocked out of them.
Yeah, he was wrestling all over the world.
That ain't gonna get it, I guarantee you. That will not beat Dean Malenko. Got to go ahead and forcefully.
And he was very,
Well, you won't make him
It was
give up.
good.
oh yeah.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Is Malenko still alive?
Yeah, I think he might be a road agent for somebody. The last I heard, he was a road agent for WWE, but that was years ago, so I haven't heard about him in a long time, so that may not be true anymore.
I'm gonna Google it.
Like a scout, or is that?
The road agents are the guys, well, the agents are the guys who put together the matches.
Yeah, he's
like
63
step-by-step.
years old.
Step-by-step parts. Yeah, the agents are the guys who say, okay, you come in with this move, and then you come in with this, especially the ending.
Oh. Malenko is currently signed to All Elite Wrestling as a senior producer.
Oh, okay. AEW.
Wow.
Oh, that's what it was.
63 years old.
AEW. AEW. That's what it was.
Yeah, AEW now. That's impressive. That's cool. I'm gonna try to find his email and get him on the podcast.
Do it.
Ultimate Dragon, but Ultimo Dragon, as he's known in Mexico, translates to the final dragon.
I got some questions for him.
Protege of one Bruce Lee.
Is one of them, please name all 1,000 holds that you do? Because that's what one of my.
That's a long 10 minutes of his time. It's gonna be a long.
When Chris Jericho was in a feud with Malenko, he came out with a really long sheet of paper, like printed paper, and he read out his 1,004 holds. And they went to a commercial on Nitro. It was on Monday Nitro, and then he came back and he was still reading out his holds.
That's awesome.
Taking a tremendous amount of punishment here. I think Malenko just taking a little breather now rather than try to go for the pin. He better get himself back.
Yeah, this year, 1996, Malenko was rated number 13 in the PWI 500. Ultimo Dragon
Top 20.
was rated 41. But should have been higher. That's
41,
crazy.
and he's got.
Wait, Ultimate Dragon was rated 41?
Yeah,
German suplex that time by Malenko.
seems low.
Out of the German suplex.
Very low.
That time of the Ultimo Dragon. And the momentum going his way. Forcing the legs out and kicking out. You gotta hook the trunks. No, you don't. You do not. You do. Well, are you breaking legs?
Bless you.
Thank you.
He's really hooked him in right here.
Trying to say he was number 1 in 96.
And remember now, for Dean Malenko, the submission holds are his special.
Shawn Michaels.
Not necessarily the lateral personal 1, 2, 3. We have seen the Texas Clover League. We've seen him use that maneuver on his way to becoming cruiserweight champion. And what a great 1996 this man had. His battles with Rey Mysterio Jr. will go down as legendary matches in our sport. And now this one, much the same way, because this Ultimo Dragon has taken the fight right to it.
Rookie of the Year for 98 was Goldberg.
And Malenko
Should have been.
just to pull him back to the center of the ring to put it on again. How many times?
Inspirational Wrestler of the Year was Goldberg.
Great focus.
Most Improved Wrestler of the Year was Booker T.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Comeback Wrestler of the Year was X-Pac.
That's a
Paul Bearer was Manager of the Year.
I think we should do a most improved.
His legs thick like that, he'll never walk again.
Feud of the Year was Vince and Shawn.
The referee
I'm sorry, Vince and Steve.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I didn't remember Vince and Shawn having a big feud.
Definitely.
Most popular was Steve Austin.
And the pressure applied to the
Most hated was Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Why are you looking at 98?
I don't know why I'm looking at 98. The Undertaker versus Mankind was the match of the year.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
that will cause
Hell in a Cell.
the break to the referee. Yeah, but he don't get in a hurry, gotta get up, get him back, go right back to it. He got him wounded. He needs to go back and stay on. Won't be long before he field dresses him. But he knows he has him. But you can tell that Malenko is not 100%. He's taking a lot of punishment as well. Drop him down on that leg once again. There you go, right back to it. Hits the man's knee. Right in the parkland, right on the side of that knee. I mean, drag on looking for somebody to give up to. I think we're going to see the drag on going through the airport in the morning in a cart. Malenko will pick him up.
It's weird that he uses the mist, but it's as part of his entrance.
Down and back to the point of attack once
Yeah.
again.
Well, that was a lot of Japanese wrestlers would use it as part of their entrance, kind of as a ceremony, not as a weapon.
Was it also tied to the Great Muta?
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from Muta.
Yeah.
He may not have been the first one to do it, but he was definitely the one to popularize it. Muta.
Yeah, because like you see Shinsuke do it. You see Julia Hart do it.
Asuka.
Asuka do it. Ultimate Dragon do it.
Back in the mid-1980s, he trained in the New Japan dojo when the instructors felt that Dragon wasn't quite good enough to make the
Malachi Black was doing it for a while.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of
Yep.
other Asian wrestlers who do it.
year or so. They demanded that he return to the Orient.
I don't see like Kushida or Okada doing it. I've never seen them do it.
No one has done in this sport if he can defeat Dean Malenko. But the same can be said for Malenko. Malenko wins here. So much on the line in this 9-belt unification match. Handspring missed. Malenko saw it coming. And Malenko back to the attack once again.
Oh,
There's a game plan. Need to stay on it. Don't make a mistake now. That's one right there. You're right, Tree.
Bam.
Showtime. Get on him.
The crowd is hot, I'll tell you that.
But you are seeing the effects of the attack by the Ultimo Dragon. That would have been a cover. That could have been a 3 count.
it's a good fucking match.
Mhm.
Get out, Malenko. Can still not make a lateral press here.
Yeah, deliberately paced, but a good match, yeah.
It's a great point. Ducking a clothesline, back elbow, hooked him again.
Spinning wheel kick by Ultimo.
Dragon now.
Nice wheel kick.
So if you're just joining us, we are at 1912 in Starrcade 96.
Oh, nice power bomb.
19 minutes and 18 seconds in Starrcade 96.
Down right there. To come out of that thing because surely Dragon had him in a situation.
Wow.
Catch all them belts. Both men
Catch all them belts.
see how much they've given the fans this opening bout. It has been tremendous. Malenko gets the moment of going his way. Maybe the pound driver here.
Bam.
Boink.
2. And I can't believe he kicked out.
split second away from winning and unifying all
Wow.
the tombstone piles.
So I see 3 people with NWO shirts so far.
The fans are behind Malenko. He's going to the Texas Cloverleaf.
In the audience, you mean?
He sees it coming.
Yeah, right when that 3 count just happened, that 2 count just happened.
Mhm.
3 people, 2 people sitting together, one a little to the left.
Yeah, which is crazy because I say 4 or 5 because I feel like it would be like a third of the audience in a year would have NWO shirts.
Nice power bomb again.
Yeah. No, again he misses. And again, the Ultimate Dragon lets
Damn! Again, another fucking kick out.
Talk about living on the edge.
Wow.
There, incredible opening bout here. Malenko forcing himself to his feet. Up he goes.
Ooh,
Down he goes.
miss.
The Dragon held on. He stays in the ring.
Mhm. Oh!
This may be danger for Malenko here. Here's where you don't want to make a mistake. It's been a
Do they still have the rule about throwing someone else over the top rope, or is that gone by now?
No, that's gone. Yeah.
That's right.
Good, that was stupid.
Yeah, for years there was a rule in WCW: if you threw someone over the top rope, you got disqualified. But that is gone now.
And he paid for it there.
I think it is at this point. I think it's gone. Bam! Asai moonsault. Nice.
Well, he threw himself over the top rope, so that's why it made me think of it.
And now both men are paying for it because they both hit the concrete on the near side of those nets.
Acai now is a part of bowls, fruit bowls with yogurt now. That's how I knew that name.
A part of what?
It's called acai bowl. It's like a fruit bowl. With frozen
Acai.
yogurt and shit.
Yeah.
Up on the top, Dragon wasting a lot of time. Malenko. High risk right here, baby. Dragon pounding away, trying to get out of this back elbow. Malenko goes
No.
down. Fighting for his left leg here.
Oh.
He hit his knee.
Oh, moonsault missed.
Malenko's been working on. When he landed that time. And Malenko's going for it.
Is the crowd for Malenko?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That long step.
With the Texas cloverleaf.
Oh, it's got it in.
Oh, so foolish.
And that could be a mistake by Malenko. He's going
Mm.
back. Small package. 1, 2, go. And he had him dead to right.
One day, I'm going to need you to explain the difference between, like, a sharpshooter, a Texas cloverleaf, a lion tamer.
I'll just put you in them.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, that's how you're gonna know.
Yeah, exactly.
You can show me on AEW Fight Forever.
Nah,
No.
not the same.
Yeah.
Not the same.
But I want to be able to
Because
see
there's different levels of pain. There's different levels of pain that you'll notice when seeing them done in professional wrestling.
Let's see. Is that how you learned about them, Dylan?
Yeah,
Interesting.
like I didn't know the difference between an RKO and a twist of fate until I took both.
The other way now.
Hmm.
Another standing switch.
Oh.
Nice.
2, 3. Wow. From behind, almost a variation of a tiger suplex into a pinfall. And the Ultimate Dragon comes away with the
Wow,
to add to his
wow. The crowd is booing, booing.
9 belts. Ultimo Dragon.
He lost focus a little while back in this match, and I believe that might have cost him. That was so unusual for Dean Malenko. But a new champion, a new cruiserweight champion, reigns Starrcade.
That's a cool New Japan shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that shirt.
Captain upset. Dean Malenko walks away, but you can better believe Malenko, the type of athlete, when you think he got it down, he's at his most dangerous point. Well, take a look at this. Almost dragging nails, Malenko here. Kicks him in the side of the head. I think that took a little bit out of Malenko right there. Now Malenko's got him here. He looks like he's going to slap him down into the mat. Dragon goes behind him.
Bam.
No place for his shoulders to go.
Nice suplex.
He punched me. 1, 2, 3.
Or suplex, as Gordon Soley would call it. Which we learned last week was the correct pronunciation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest gets
No.
started.
We
Yeah.
learned that
It's
was
French.
the origin of the word. That
It's
does not mean
French.
it's the current correct pronunciation.
Suplex. Here comes the WCW Women's World Title match. Shit.
She looks awesome.
Oh, look at this fucking getup.
Our good friend, Mr. Lee Marshall. Lee? Wait, is that Dolly Parton? No, it's not Dolly Parton.
Jesus, the fucking hair alone is wild.
I love it.
Always a pleasure to be with you. Yeah. Secondly, there's going to be a matchup right here of the top women in the world and making an impact here in Starrcade.
She's accompanied by Kensuke Sasaki, who was one of the hardest hitting Japanese wrestlers of the 90s.
A world woman heavyweight champion. We saw Zero Kauro, we saw Miyako Satsumura, and what's left now is a battle between these two superb athletes.
You can't use the name Medusa and then be one, a face, and two, a normal looking person. What
You
a
can.
waste of the name.
You can.
That's just a bunch of bullshit.
Well, I believe she was a heel at first, but she ended up turning face and just kept the name.
Yeah, but look at her. That's not what Medusa looks like. You at least have to have like big dreadlocks with wires in them or something, you know?
She's an all-American gal.
She's got the flag up her butt.
What?
She's got the flag going up her butt, is what I said.
Let's say. Yeah, so she does.
She's all the way American. Really representing America.
And besides that,
She looks like she's right there on drugs.
Yeah, she does.
was much like the marriage of royalty.
Yeah, no, she had a drug. She had some drug issues.
Okay. You can tell by looking at her face. Like
Yeah,
she's
she's on
not,
drugs.
She's not sober there.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Whoa!
wrestlers wrestle like that. That's so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Damn!
Akira looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, she looks super cool.
Akira's throwing Medusa around like a rag doll right now.
Two distinctive styles here, Tony. Medusa, she is really as strong as most male athletes you'll see anywhere. She's got a kick. She is a superb world-class kickboxer. She can get more kicks than the Brazilians.
Medusa actually, years later, she went on to become the first female cruiserweight champion in WCW.
Wait, why the hell is the other guy still out here?
Yeah,
He manages Akira also.
Who's that other guy then?
That's just he's accompanying her.
Oh. Why did he stop the manager from helping her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He grabs Medusa's foot and pulled her down. And the other guy in the polo shirt, or whatever, the t-shirt, came and was like, stop it.
Maybe he just wants her to win honorably.
Oh, I see.
Make no mistake about it, man. Really, the two of the premier athletes in the world. The fact they have to really just recognition. These are splendid, well-trained, professional, prideful athletes. I want nothing more than to win this belt. Medusa, of course, to keep it here in the middle of US today. I hope so.
It's raining outside. I'm not from the side.
You got her foot in her mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Well, she's the bite in the foot. Oh my goodness. She's the bite in the foot. She's the teething on a foot. And the bite in the foot and the stomping on her. And Nick Patrick ain't doing nothing but.
She's a teethen.
Hey, that's,
I guarantee you this looks bad for
hey,
you.
that's,
Once again, using some of the power moves that she is just driving Hokuto head first in that big WCW logo. Here's a pickup. There's some of that strength I was telling you about. You're right, a cover here.
oh my
Got a one count. And what happened that time?
God.
About Nick Patrick, Tony. Now he's starting to clutch his neck every time you think he makes a bad call. He starts reaching for that neck. Every call he makes is a bad call. If you've ever had a bad neck, you know you're fake. Oh, would you stop it? Are you taking up for
Nothing
him?
on actually watch it. Okay.
Bobby's being honest. I've seen him in the NWO shirt. Hogan told about a good game plan. Let's start with that. You know, Nick Patrick in the way, sure. But she's really got a good game plan. So as we start Starrcade, New Japan will be getting right back at us here. Well, that's good, Tony. That's good. I'm glad you brought that up. Pulling on the arm. That's almost like a code red there.
What do you think here, Dylan? Who are you for?
Oh, she knows what she's doing there. That's true.
Akira. Medusa sucks. Medusa sucks.
She hasn't
She's
done much.
getting beaten up.
An international bombshell going on here. Lord Steven Regal is the world television champion.
Ooh.
She dropped her right on the back of her
Lord Steven Regal. Not Construction Regal.
Medusa down 1, 2. Medusa got out. Only a 1 count, says Nick Patrick.
Dusty, we're talking about the whole team's body, especially Hokuto. The fact of the matter is that she and her husband, Sasaki,
Bless you.
together, they share homes.
Oh, you're sneezing.
I think it's because I've been taking apart that dusty Lego set. Ripley, come here, get away from the tree. Good girl.
Actually, almost like a DDT.
Yeah, you can get your Christmas tree. Get your Christmas tree.
Hokuto very
Get your tree.
wildly, and Medusa just stepped right on her head. Well, what competition? The winner of this match will win the tournament. Up.
I'm gonna take my allergy medicine. Maybe that'll help.
1, 2. No, Hokuto got out.
Was I mistaken? It was Patrick just a little slow getting down there.
Very slow getting down there. See, and I remember one of the latest turns of the NWO, Masahiro Chono. A pick up. Hokuto just fell right up. 2 got 2 count. Nick was right on top of that one though.
Yeah, she come down right on her.
She sure did. She sure did. And kicks her in the same place.
Where?
You know, again, this time she catches the
Yeah, Medusa does not look good here.
No, she looks like absolute garbage.
Yeah, but she's good. I mean, believe me, she's a good wrestler. But like Kay said, she looks like she's on drugs, and I think she is on drugs. She had a history of drug problems.
Well,
So
she didn't get the right fucking mixture this time.
She is going to go all the way up. What's she going to do?
Yeah, she looks very stagnant and not there.
Yeah.
Oh no, celebrating as the cover is made. 1, 2. A 2 count.
In his mind, Sonny Ono was convinced he had that second belt of the evening.
You're not kidding me now.
You know, Hokuto's giving away, I would say, 20, 25 pounds to Medusa. But Hokuto's controlled this whole match.
Are you sure about that?
Mm.
Kicked her off.
There you go. Finally, let's go, Medusa.
Hokuto being consoled and reps. Watch out, Ono with the red, white, and blue of all things.
Boy, that's going to change this one around. Hokuto now up. Medusa is hurting.
Akira, on the other hand, looks great.
When she took that flag, that stick right across her back.
You're up.
Oh, man. She's out.
1, 2, 3.
God.
Japanese 2, America nothing.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Sonny Ono.
Akira Hokuto is your first WCW Women's Heavyweight Champion.
Tony, as Dusty will attest, we went through this entire women's tournament without anything like that. No intervention, no meddling managers.
The one I missed it.
Akira Hokuto.
Yeah.
No blind referee. That's some evil feeling. I said it earlier. That evil feeling.
Yeah, that guy's with Sunny. Or not Sunny, Medusa.
No, he's not. I told you, he just doesn't want him interfering.
But why?
So his wife can win honorably. That's the same thing I said 5 minutes ago.
I didn't realize that was his wife. I didn't hear you say that part.
Yeah, so, Medusa looked like she had that flag stuck up her ass a little too tight.
Yeah, not good. That was the worst Medusa performance I've ever seen. She looked like absolute trash.
Right now, Diamond Dallas Page is back.
He made a difference.
Blowing smoke in people's faces. WCWWrestling.com is the address on the internet. There you see the address, bringing you live commentary tonight. WCW Wrestling.
See, what a nice man, Diamond. He gives him his time to talk to the fans. And you call him a bum.
Yes, he is. Let's go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Gentlemen, I thank you very much. We are back in the locker room area tonight. The big main event. Some are calling it the match of the decade. I've got to say,
Cigars.
match of the century.
Co is using a cigar.
Hulk Hogan will be facing my guest at this time
Gross.
in the role of challenger. He's done that many
Gross.
years when I
Gross.
covered him. Roddy Piper, welcome to Music City, USA. It seems like we get together traditionally at this time of the year, one reason or another, but tonight, I guess, much more important. Since you arrived at Halloween Havoc, you have made your intentions perfectly clear. You're standing on your own ground, not for World Championship Wrestling, but for Roddy Piper, and Hogan has really done it this time. He has stirred up a hornet's nest.
I gotta tell you, Music City, USA, I sing like a bird, like a vulture. And people telling me, oh, you're gonna kick Hogan's butt, it's gonna be no problem. Are you kidding? He's 6'7", 270 pounds. I'm a midget. Kyle Lowe, me, right there, baby.
I'm a midget.
In the park, Jurassic Park, honey. Have you seen this guy? Have you seen what he's thinking? I have. I don't listen to him. I just look at him. I watch that big dumb mug. It's perfectly suntanned. I watched him come in the limousine, the long Volkswagen, and here he comes, and here it is, the
A
Mac to the
Volkswagen limousine?
Not wound up yet, but I'm getting
I
there.
know they made those.
Plenty, folks, are icons. Thing that's been kind of POing me is like, we are the only icons ever in the history of the sport of professional wrestling. There's a little man out there that bought all from 77 to the rest of the time was in that dusty road, the American Dream. There's the guy Strangler Lewis. Couple of folks heard of him. Guy George Gorgeous George. Couple of folks heard of him. And then there's this big mountain Hogan. I wanted to be something. He says, I want to be something. Give me an instrument. I'll give you the bagpipes and the dress. I
No.
can't call it dress. You know why? I'm tough enough to. I went with that. What am I going to do? A piano? Hard to carry in a parade, brother. Hard to carry. My whole life has been hard. 6 kids I've had to feed. My whole life has been hard. I left home when I was 13. You think I'm going to give up? Not a chance. Of course, it's the season. James, that was tidings in reverse. They say it's better to give than receive. No, this will not be a problem. You see, if you take Hogan's ego, like say Hogan's ego, what's your name? Roseanne Barr's brought up, put it on his head, it's a yarmulke. See you later.
Wait a minute, Roddy, don't go away. I've got to ask you this in closing.
What?
About
That was
the-
before her breast reduction surgery, I believe.
Let's get you back to the ring.
That was real weird.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
Well, I guess in his own way,
He's fucking genius.
in the fight of his life.
So you guys want to hear something very interesting about Roddy Piper?
All
Of
right.
course.
So Roddy got stabbed in the heart. Now, well, not in the heart, but like a few inches away from the heart. So because of that, he started wearing jean jackets that had Kevlar in there. So his daughter asked him, Dad, why do you wear this? And she goes, well, I got stabbed. So, now I wear it to protect myself. But the story about how he got stabbed was crazy because it was like over a simple thing or whatnot. If you watch the AAE biography of him, they tell you the story of how he got stabbed over why. And it's like the craziest thing in the world that he got stabbed over. So, yeah, he used to wear Kevlar in his coats because he got stabbed. But before that, he never did.
That's interesting.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very, very interesting life.
That's in the
Here,
Jesus.
here we got Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah.
and Jushin Thunder Liger. Should be I'm expecting it to be the match of the night, but we will see here.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Another.
said when the cops came or whatever, they're like, where are you bleeding from? They couldn't find the spot. And Roddy had his finger in it to like stop the blood. So then he pulled it out and he goes, I'm bleeding from here. And it just kept like, every pump just kept squirting out blood each time. Yeah.
I'd like to change the match to which I'm most looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
So far, worst match of the night, Akira and Medusa.
I think that will hold that worst match of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray and Akira Liger is going to be really good. These are two amazingly impressive high flyers.
Mm.
One's dressed up as a Power Ranger. All right. He's a Power Rangers villain.
On the other hand, he dressed like that before the Power Rangers existed. They stole
I
that
know.
look
I
from
know.
him.
But now, all right, yeah, they stole it from him.
Well, it's Ultraman.
Well, but
Yeah, Ultraman. Yeah, I can see that too. And I also think the Power Rangers were made in Japan before they came to the States.
Yeah.
And they stole a bunch of shit from Ultraman.
Yeah.
But Jushin Thunder Liger is one guy I have seen fight with the big boys. You know what I mean?
I would say this is a similar situation.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
I think Rey Mysterio
What a fucking name.
that cruiserweight division where Liger does have the opportunity to bring on real ads and
Oh, he's eating the Swedish fish.
No, I got Jolly Rancher sour lemonade stand.
Oh? What are those like?
They're good. They're one half of them is lemonade flavored, and the other half is like a fruit flavored. So it's the sweet and the sour. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I just had these. They're from Australia. Wiley Wallaberry. It's sour wallaby. It's sour licorice.
Oh,
So
I've
it's
heard of those.
sour licorice in a candy shell. And fantastic. Fantastic little bag.
Do they have gelatin in them?
No. No high fructose corn syrup. No, I would have it would have been an immediate reaction.
Oh, you can have gelatin. I forgot.
Yeah, it would have been an immediate reaction
Okay.
if this had gelatin in it. Plus, I also read before I buy any type of candy.
Yeah, well, I forgot that you can't have it.
Yeah.
Do you have an EpiPen?
I do somewhere, but
make sure you bring it with you when you come to.
I bring liquid Benadryl.
Carolina.
It's
They
the
like
most.
high things.
Yeah, I bring liquid Benadryl only because it's the most active. We've never had to use the EpiPen. It's never gotten to that point. Every time I've ever had one, I'd always have the Benadryl, and then I would unfortunately have to go to the hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
And then steroids would be the one to like block it, but yeah. Oh no, I have one in the car, one in the house, a Benadryl, and then yeah, I always take one with me to anywhere I go.
There we go. Oh. So the referee in the ring, Mark Curtis, very beloved ref, was the ref featured in the video game WCW NWO Revenge. There's a little animated version of him in the game. He ended up getting stomach cancer and dying about 2 years after this show.
Wow, 98. 98 or 99?
2 or 3 years after the show. Yeah, 98 or 99.
Oh. What's that black thing?
Oh no.
I don't know. I was asking myself that too before.
Maybe it's something for pyro.
Possibly.
Cameraman. Cameraman's on it.
Oh, okay. It's like a platform for them to stand on.
Yeah.
Making a mistake on the high-risk move, and I think that Liger is very reluctant to be the one that makes that first mistake.
Well, you know, I might go to Japan, all my friends there, and I've seen this kid.
Yeah, that was a nice fucking powerbomb on the side.
Yeah, this is already a good one. I'm just getting going. Yeah, he had, like I said, stomach cancer. I don't know. Watch where you beat people. I saw patients the other day, and everybody had like colon cancer and stomach cancer. You know, watch where you eat.
It's the most saddest disease
Yeah.
you could ever get. Oh.
I'm talking about Liger. Thank you, Brain. Tony.
They almost kind of match in outfits.
Bam.
That was awesome.
Beautiful backbreaker.
As far as Liger's concerned,
There you go.
backbreaker by Liger, and now going to try and get him.
Oh, this hurts.
Mark Curtis is checking. Is that a yes or a no? His head is going every which way, up and down, side to
Maybe
side.
4K.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Curtis doing a great job. Look at this. Not only watching but listening.
You're for Rey Mysterio in this house.
Oh, okay. Then I'm for Rey Mysterio. Why do you even ask then if I don't get a choice? Ultimate Dragon.
384. I don't know.
It's just
Rey
I mean, just
Mysterio.
another flag. It looks really cool. That's who Ricky Stark snubbed, right?
yeah. Yeah, the last time, right, we saw Jushin Thunder Liger. Ricky Starks won the, what was it, the Owen Hart?
Mm-hmm.
Won the Owen Hart Memorial Cup.
Yeah, he was there to present it.
And he just grabbed the trophy from Liger and just ran right by him. No handshake or anything. Left Justin Liger like, what the fuck? I came from Japan for this.
For this disrespect.
And they never followed it up.
Yeah, that was weird. That was the weirdest part.
I flew him from Japan just for that.
See, I'll be honest. That's one thing, if ever given the opportunity to do a promotion, I'm not doing. At least until like 8 years into the business. I'm not flying someone famous out for a thing like that for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
There was no point in that.
It's possible he was already in the country for stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The irony of that cruiserweight title showdown is that the unifying of all the champions from around the world was actually the brainchild of Jushin Liger. It was his idea, his challenge to bring all the belts together back in August. When Jushin
Oh.
held that tournament, caught him with a dropkick.
Oh, shit. Nice drop kick.
Positive has to come out of this thing here tonight.
He's wasting a little too much time with Rey Mysterio. With his weight advantage, he should be taking advantage.
Yeah, this is highlighting really the best part of the Eric Bischoff era is that he would really go after some of the best international wrestlers and book them for WCW.
And I feel like Tony's trying to do that a lot too.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the beginning and middle of this year. I felt that very strongly.
Mm-hmm.
Sensations of the sport.
They actually run opposite sides of a tag team match in Japan a few months back, but they were really in the ring for about 30 seconds total, so it was almost just a team.
Yeah, Ray went to New Japan for a tag team match against Jushin Liger.
Who was that part?
Against who?
Jushin Liger.
No.
Yeah.
He's watching this thing tonight, and he kind of favored that too. Me out there doing all the work, him getting all the glory. So that's the way it happened.
Love the dragon screw.
The dragon screw leg whip. What's that called? Where he almost knocked the knee of Rey Mysterio Jr.
It looks like one of the most painful wrestling moves.
Mhm.
The dragon screw leg whip. Yeah, man, I gotta remember that one for later on tonight. What was that, honey? Well, that was the dragon screw leg whip.
Was he gonna go home and do that on his way?
Mhm.
Yeah. New finisher. Perfect partner to practice moves on is your significant other.
Mhm.
Almost got more lift on that.
But he's one step ahead. He caught him and put him up on top. How about that? He blocked with his foot. Sends him out
Oh wow, beautiful reversal.
to the right, to the left side.
Oh.
This somersault up on top. He is so quick.
Whoa.
Kicked him on the
That was a really cool move.
Mhm. Bam. Nice.
Much like we saw with the Ultimate Dragon.
Nice catch. Nice catch.
And both men now, as you can see, down. Who can make it back to the ring? We may have a double countout. I'll tell you what, that was an awesome move down.
We may have a double countout.
Bad, that you should have done the Liger. It's Mysterio at an 8 count, back at 9. Something not to count. He doesn't want to
She's a little sleepy dog.
That's exactly what happened there. He broke the count, did Mysterio. And
She's
Liger
sleepy
very
eyes.
slow to get back to the apron here now. That took a lot out of Liger. Now Mysterio, what he has to do now, he's got to really turn
So this has proven to be the best match so far, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Springboard leg drop by Mysterio.
He's on the rope. He is on the rope. Mysterio. It was that close.
Damn, that was a fucking nice leg rope right there.
Time's running out on it.
Is there a belt on the line here or just pride?
Just pride.
Mysterio up on top again here. Liger's hurt.
I can have a gun, not that one.
Up on top. He's pulling him away. And now Liger. He's coming to. Telegraph that thing just a little bit.
Miss on that springboard back splash now.
One, two, no! No! And that shocked Liger. Look at him. He thought it was over. Showboating, thinking it was all over with that time, but that was not the case. Once again, if you take Mysterio lightly, that's what happens. The man is back up, but he gets chopped back to the neutral corner. Liger sent in. Mysterio up and the apron. Shoulder block. Forearm smash. He is up on the
What?
top. Oh, down.
Oh, that was a long way down.
I'll tell you what, that was a blow right there. It's a nasty spill.
Very dangerous drop from Mysterio.
Took too long to pose for the fans, did Ray.
Now, Liger.
Yes, he did.
Mysterio. I have no idea what's up. Gonna happen here.
Oh,
He missed that one. Yeah, he landed on his feet, though, but you should have done the Liger was right on top of the game plan right there. Come back, caught him on the side of the head, picking him up right now. Big time power bomb. Boy, it was.
Liger bomb.
All right, 3.
That's it.
You should have done the Liger.
See, if you had let me pick, then the guy I would have been for would have won. You made me be for the loser.
January 4th to Tokyo Dome. For the 9 belts.
We don't pick losers in this household, sweetheart.
Yeah.
All right.
Look how awesome he looks.
mhm.
Well, you're right, Tony. It was a tremendous effort on the part of both wrestlers. I think when Rey Mysterio went for that top rope Frankensteiner move and had it blocked by Dragon, that was the turning point. There's that Dragon screw leg whip that we talked about earlier.
And look at this, Mysterio comes
Yeah,
out
that dragon screw definitely fucked him too.
on top of Liger.
Yeah,
I'm happy Liger had ring awareness and caught him on that springboard right there.
And drops it. It goes in for the
The Japanese wrestlers have won all 3 matches so far.
Yeah.
A power bomb where the person that's doing the power bomb falls back on their back.
It's a very powerful power bomb.
What's the point of that?
I don't know.
4 midgets from Mexico.
Yes. How about that? And we'll bring you that live from Knoxville, Tennessee tomorrow night. Gentlemen, you're not going to find 3 better matches opening up.
All right, Chris Benoit with his wife,
Yeah.
future wife. Oof.
That's really sad.
Really sad. Yeah. Scary to see what the future holds for the both of those people.
Yeah.
I tell you that.
And you understand that on this morning, and President Woman has on from Paris, France.
You know what sucks is the song that he had in the WWE. Oh, you know, whatever, by the Catholics or whatever it's called, whatever the band's called. It's such a good song, but you listen to it and you only think bad thoughts.
I don't even remember his theme from WWE.
Na-na-na-na-na,
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great song. And you know what's crazy is Cody Rhodes still listens to that song to this day. Cody Rhodes was saying with Sheamus, with the Celtic Warrior gym thing that he does. He was like, "Oh, what's one of your go-to songs?" And he's like, whatever from such and such. And he was like, "Oh, Benoit's song." And he's like, "Yes, Benoit's song." And I'm like, I don't know if I'd be saying that with so much pride in your voice, buddy. But all right.
I can still watch Benoit matches and stuff. I understand people if they can't.
Yeah, I can too. Like it's just sad.
Yeah.
Because he was 100% a Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
There is no doubt about it. But
I feel like it's different watching a Benoit match and watching a Benoit match with his wife at ringside. Like, that's a different experience.
Yeah.
Like,
well, guess what? We're doing it right now. We're enjoying the experience together. We're all in this together. And it's
weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. My favorite Jeff Jarrett moment is when he's in the ring in WWF and he's doing the whole thing. He's strutting, and then all of a sudden Steve Austin comes in. He's behind him, hits him with the stunner, and then Steve Austin does the stun, goes back to him, gives him 2 fingers, and tells him to go fuck himself, and he walks out of there. Best Jeff Jarrett funny moment of my life.
Horsemen can't fight among themselves. People in the Dungeon Doom can't fight among themselves. People have to unify to make this work.
Well, no, you're right. That's quite great. How about that?
Came all the way from Paris, France also.
Jeff even said that Benoit was a very talented athlete in the ring.
I just said that.
I don't think anyone argues against his talents. I just think
Yeah.
there's a debate as to whether his talent should still be recognized, considering what happened later in life.
Yeah.
No, it just went crazy. I don't think you can hold that against him. I don't think he was, excuse me, I don't think he was in control of what he was doing, really, you know?
I look at it as this. What he did to his family is unforgivable unless if he was truly out of control. Now, mind you, I don't know the guy. I wasn't there when it all happened. I'm thankful that I wasn't there, that it all happened. But if I knew him and I knew that he was spiraling out of control and he was truly not all there, then it is a little hard to judge a man that isn't all there mentally and for the actions that he committed. But if he knew what he was doing, then
This is when you choose to put the sample.
you know it's a hard one to sway away from. You know, if it
was a slowish downward spiral.
100%.
He knew something wasn't right, or his family did. You know, I mean, I feel like there are several places along the way where he could have gotten help and didn't.
Well, everybody read the journal.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I didn't read it, but I know of it.
There was like pages that were leaked on the internet of the journal, and he was out of his mind.
Yeah,
what he was saying. Now, there's also another thing with the journal that in there, supposedly there was an untold relationship between Eddie and Benoit, like a lover's relationship between Eddie and Benoit.
What? Really?
That no one knew about. And after Eddie's passing, that Benoit was afraid that it was going to be told, and is another reason why he did what he did. Now, again, I don't know anything. I'm just a content creator. I don't claim to know anything.
Because if it was in his own journal, he had to know that.
Supposedly.
I know,
Supposedly.
but I'm saying, like, if it was in his journal,
right?
Why would he leave those pages there and then kill himself, knowing that that journal was going to be found and the story was going to come out?
Because he was out of his mind. He wasn't thinking clearly about anything.
But I mean,
you can't make logic out of it.
Right.
But if your fears is people finding out a secret, you don't keep pages with the secret written on it.
You can't make logic out of it.
Yeah,
He was out of his mind.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems made up, though.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. I read that. There was so many crazy things when Benoit did what he did that came out that, you know, it seemed either not logical, there was no sense to it, but whatever the actual outcome was to what happened, it's still very sad. 3 people lost their lives, 2 very innocent people that didn't need to be a part of that. And, you know, a lot of people say that if he only took himself out, that he still would have been put in the Hall of Fame and given the honor that he deserved from all of his wrestling ability. And I think that's the problem that we have, which is he was such a talented athlete and that he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, but due to the actions that transpired, and taking 2 innocent people, you know, you don't get rewarded for that. So it's still very sad. It's still a very sad thing. Wish it never happened.
Mm-hmm. But in the meanwhile, we do have a very good match going on.
We do. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No.
You can't not talk about it when he's wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's the other bad thing too.
Double J with his dick dancer gear on.
Yeah, what's up with the strapless strap shirt? Like, this isn't the first time Double J has done a shirt like this. He did it in WCW, WWE, WWF. He's come out in AEW, I think, once with an outfit like this on as well.
His signature look.
No, I understand that, but like there has to be like a reason behind the shirt.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with it. He's a dick dancer.
If he was a dick dancer, he'd be wearing trunks, not long pants.
He's a self-conscious dick dancer.
I love you guys. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, this has been a heck of a match so far, really.
No, very good.
It's no
But
DQ.
Ray and Liger was
Oh, yeah.
exceptional. So was
Very
Dean
good.
Malenko and Ultimate Dragon,
Yeah, it's been a great show except for the women's match.
which is sad.
Yeah. That women's match sucked. Hokuto looked great, and Medusa looked like shit. She's obviously drugs.
Yeah,
drugs.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right, allegedly.
She looked fucked up on drugs.
Yeah, she just looked very stiff and so not coherent.
I mean, as soon as she walked out during her entrance, you could tell that she was not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen her before, and I immediately said, she looks like she's on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when she was not on drugs, she was one of the best women's wrestlers in the world.
That's what I heard, that she was a very good wrestler.
She was. And that was not an example of it. Like I said, was the first and only female WCW Cruiserweight champion. Won it from Evan Courageous.
Yes, he's been on the side the whole time. And that's only half sleeping. Everyone's fresh. Jarrett's not. And Jarrett picks it up. Incredible pickup out of the sleeper. I've broken down that sleeper. Now I've got to get the cobweb.
Yeah, Benoit, if people don't know the history, his wife, he was in an angle with Kevin Sullivan, and his wife out there, woman, she was Kevin Sullivan's wife.
In real life.
In reality. And in the storyline, she was with Kevin Sullivan. And they had an angle where Chris Benoit stole Kevin Sullivan's wife. And then in the time that they spent together in the angle, he ended up actually stealing Kevin Sullivan's wife.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah.
It was probably the crippler crossface that got her. Sold her. It wasn't the headbutt, I'll tell you that.
With a guy like Benoit, you make a move, you cannot make a mistake on your second, no matter how quick it is. 1, 2, got a 2 count. And Jarrett got the rope. 1, 2, and Jarrett kicks away. Up to him, woman. Get him up.
Exception went.
Double J still going.
He is. I wish Double J did another funny take and just grabbed the rope with his hand that was loose after the foot. Because then he would do it again where he held the whole body and everything. Like, God damn it, don't do it.
Them fisties.
I tell you now, when I come and see you guys, I hope that the movie Iron Claw is available so we could all watch it and stuff together.
Oh,
We'll have
You'll
it.
have it by then?
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured, but if not, I hope we can get it.
And Asa ordered, can I tell him that you ordered the thing? The Andy Kaufman thing?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, so Yeah, so he ordered the Andy Kaufman thing, so we can watch it when you come if you want.
What Andy Kaufman thing?
I told you, I was telling you that it's a documentary about his time in Memphis wrestling.
Oh, okay.
It's called I'm from Hollywood.
Oh,
It's an hour long and it's very good.
okay. I'm in.
Very good. Details his feud with Lawler and his intergender matches and all that stuff, and shows him, trying to get a bounty, getting a bounty on Lawler's head and stuff. And he had 2 boxing matches against Jerry Lawler and all this stuff. So it's a very good special. And to those of you out there, if you've never seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's called Andy Kaufman, I'm from Hollywood. It's available on DVD. And Andy Kaufman was just a great heel in Memphis. He would come out and say, I'm from Hollywood and this and that, and talk about how trashy Memphis was and all the rednecks and the missing teeth and fat slobs and this and that. And he was just hated. One of the most hated heels of the 80s. Uh-oh.
Is that Conan?
That is Conan. And woman just kicked Hugh Morris in the nuts.
Why are they attacking her?
I don't know what's going on.
They're trying to steal her.
I have no idea what's happening.
The Taskmaster. That's a Spider-Man villain. Wait, who just hit who?
Kevin Sullivan. I don't know who just won. I think Jarrett won.
Yeah, Jarrett won.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sullivan hit him.
Sullivan hit Benoit with a chair.
Like a wooden chair.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Arn Anderson DDT'd Jeff Jarrett, but Kevin Sullivan hit Benoit with a chair. While Conan was holding woman and she kicked Hugh Morris in the nuts. I don't know what the fuck was going on. On these WCW pay-per-views at the time, they didn't give a recap before the, so we don't know the angles that were happening here. So I don't know what was going on.
Gene is trying to get an interview right now. Gene? Wait a minute.
So if you're just joining us, we are 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 50 seconds into Starrcade 96 on Peacock.
Jack.
Here comes Steve McMichael and Deborah.
Professional football player turned wrestler. Oh, come on!
Do you get alerts from your mom's Amazon if stuff gets delivered?
No.
That's all I got to say about that. Zipperheads. Jesus.
What does that mean?
I thought it was like an Asian.
I'm the winner, and Jeff Jarrett is a winner. I mean, Jeff Jarrett is definitely like horseman material. Now those two other things, you know, like Chris and Nancy, I don't think so. That girl has been rode hard and put up wet.
But please, we are on the air. You can't.
Oh yeah, well, you know,
Ah!
losers.
Oh,
It's
God.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I know all you guys out there
Wow,
wanted me under your Christmas
I've
tree.
heard that terminology in a long time.
It's not gonna happen because I only have eyes.
I like Mean Gene. Whoa, whoa, we're on the air. Wait a second.
So you're gonna have to settle with your plump little wives and your boring lives because I'm definitely too much woman for you guys to handle. Happy New Year!
Not right at all. All I can tell you, Tony, Dusty,
Mean Gene is so good.
Not right at all.
concerned woman, and Chris Benoit may be at the root of it. Let's go back to you. All right, Gene, thanks a lot. I think we need to take a look one more time at what went down here. Both men were nailed on opposite ends here, Bray.
Look at this. Conan comes out, grabs the woman from behind.
Here's the guy who was nailed.
Along with Hugh Morris, they're going to take her back. They're going to take her away from ringside. Reflex reaction, I guess, on her.
Hey,
To get out of there.
I guess so.
right in the Taskmaster.
Goes from behind, looks like he's
Right in the master.
the referee's in the way. I don't know what's
In
going
the
on.
masterhead.
They're trying to get into the ring. Arn Anderson DDTs him right here on the floor. And watch Kevin Sullivan.
Hit him with a deck
I
chair.
was gonna say.
Oh shit!
There he goes. There's a hateful man.
Oh my God!
There's Chris Benoit.
Surprising they don't use more deck chairs if that's how they shatter. You know, it's a good look. But
This is a horseman sound. This is not
Led to one of Benoit's many concussions, I'm sure.
well, you can always pre-saw those though because they're wood.
It's wood at probably a 10-mile-an-hour speed.
Yeah.
Bashing that guy on the skull.
Sure, he was NWO. Maybe you can decide for yourself.
Dang.
You ever like grab Ripley's cheeks like a little baby? And, like,
What?
try to squeeze them? No.
No, what did you
I
say?
said- Oh, I said, do you ever try to grab Ripley's cheeks and like try to like squeeze them like a little baby?
No, she doesn't really have like.
No.
She doesn't have like chubby cheeks.
Bailey has these like little bumps on them. I try to grab them and then she tries to bite me. But it's like play, you know, it's playful biting. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. It gets her all worked up. Yeah. It gets you all worked up.
So is it this where Sting would just hang out in the rafters and come down to beat up the NWO? He was not having matches. In fact, he didn't have a match until a year later at Starrcade '97 when he fought Hogan for the world title.
Was he injured or he just was choosing not to wrestle?
Just
was just a gimmick.
It was just a gimmick to build up to the biggest main event WCW ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. There,
And we got the
there's the
outsider
remote.
out here with 6.
So do you want to hear something very interesting about X-Pac?
Sure.
When you know, him and Road Dogg or whatever was during DX, and they were unfortunately becoming bad drug addicts and whatnot. They are called X-Pac and said that you know, you Vince wants to put you into rehab, and Shawn was like, "No, I'm not going. I passed all my drug tests. Like, there's no reason for this. There's no reason for me to do that." So he quit. He quit before Vince fired him during the height of DX. Now, mind you, at the time, Triple H was starting his singles career and becoming an absolute superstar on his own, besides working with DX, which is pretty crazy. And then another really crazy thing was there was a house show that Triple H was in a cage match with somebody, and they knew that Razor and Nash were leaving. So at the end of the match, they all started to like poke fun at the industry together, and it was like fooling around and like playing dead and playing possum and whatnot during the match itself. So at the end of the show, they're all up on the turnbuckles, they're throwing up the WCW sign or whatever, and Triple H knew this but didn't tell Vince at the time. So the person that took the brunt of it wasn't Shawn, wasn't X-Pac, wasn't Razor, wasn't Nash, was Triple H. And because of that, what happened was his career, instead of being pushed forward, was pushed back. And that's why he went back to the Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick for a little period of time.
As like punishment?
As a punishment. Yeah.
The curtain call, as they call it.
Yeah.
The infamous curtain call.
Yeah. Because Shawn was champion at the time, so you can't punish the champion. And he was so over with the fans that you couldn't punish him. Razor and Kevin just showed up at
like all broke kayfabe? And
Yeah,
like, hugging
at
each
Madison
other?
Square Garden.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then same thing happened with Macho Man. Vince was in backstage. He was trying to find Macho Man. He's like, where's Savage? Where's Savage? Where's Savage? And then all of a sudden on the TV, Randy's there during a live show. So then Vince goes, I want to just take a moment to say good luck to Randy and, the Macho Man and everything and his future endeavors with WCW. I hope it all works out for you and whatnot. And, you were a great athlete, a great person to work with and everything. But Vince didn't know that he went to WCW until he saw him on WCW television, which is on the biography of Macho Man as well. So, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Surprised Vince admitted that,
Yeah.
It's surprising. Who are you for?
Outsiders.
Outsiders. That's the easiest answer here.
That's some
Hey,
jacket Jim Hart has there.
Mm-hmm. He has all the best jackets.
He's got a lot of jackets. So here we got the Outsiders versus the Faces of Fear, Ming and the Barbarian. The Barbarian, who I once cornered at an indie show and bothered for 10 minutes asking if he remembered when he fought Hulk Hogan at Survivor Series 1990.
Yeah, kid, I remember. Jesus Christ, get away from me.
That was basically the reaction, yeah.
I remember whatever you want me to remember, goddamn. Get away from me. I'm just trying to use the restroom. But do you remember the time that you grabbed the turnbuckle and took the head of the turnbuckle? That's funny. That's really funny. Jimmy Hart's the only one that went and visited and stayed with Ric Flair during his recent hospital stay. I'm sorry, Lawler.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Hart seems like a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Good man, Jimmy Hart. I'll be honest. Though Kevin Nash has a lot to do with wrestling history, I never thought he was as good as people said he was.
Oh no, yeah.
He was very stiff. He didn't really sell that well at times. But I do give him a lot of respect with creative, because he did have a good mind for creative. Like I will say that. Like he definitely was smart with direction for character during a certain period of time. But his in-ring ability, 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, he's 7 feet. There's only so much he can do, you know.
Yeah.
Really.
Which is, I get that, and I understand that. But at the same time, it's just like, you know.
They've given him everything. Little exchange with Scott Hall and Nick Patrick that time. As they clap Kevin Nash. You know, they think they can push around the face of the chair and walk in the ring. Just yell out on the outside and they're supposed to take off and run. These men won't run from you. These men will and can walk out of there as tag team champions.
He was pretty good for a period in WWF, and then he started hurting his knees quite a bit. He had several knee surgeries, I know that, and the longer he was in WCW, just became more and more kind of immobile.
Whether you like the NWO or not, you can't deny the ability of the Outsiders. Well, you're right about that. What they have to do right now is get that Barbarian in their corner.
Wow.
Tag each other in and out, in and out, in and out. They got to keep the referee busy. And they've got to make big when they get in that ring and make mistakes. That's what they have to do.
I love Razor Ramon.
Mm-hmm.
Huge guy.
Oh, that's a shame he never had a world title, you know?
Yeah.
He was
I would
just
have
too,
loved to see him as world heavyweight.
yeah, just too undependable.
Yeah, well, he was big drunk. Bad drunk.
Yeah.
Said he had 2 heart attacks during his surgery that killed him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. After all of that recovery, being able to do more things, be more active, be more mobile, PvP saving his life, that's how he fucking went out.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad.
What was the surgery for? Do you remember?
Hip.
Oh, that's,
It was a hip surgery, and he had a blood clot in his leg, and because of that, it caused 2 back-to-back heart attacks. Yeah.
Are you talking about?
Scott Hall.
I have a Razor Ramon pop.
Razor Ramon
Yeah,
what?
I never showed you my wrestling pops. Hold on a second. Let me go grab those real quick.
All right.
Is that I have a little.
Mm.
He took about 5 or 6 seconds to even get into position to count. He circled the wagons. If I can use an old cliche, that's what he did. It's not going to work. You can pin him all day. Nick Patrick is not going to execute a 3 count with the NWO shoulder pin. But I'll tell you what, let me give you something right here. If Big and them, I'm talking about Bearfish, figure that out.
Their tight say faces of fear. I thought it said fact or fiction. The TV show?
Something got to happen to that skip because Nick Patrick ain't going to do a damn thing to calm this thing down a minute. Excuse my friend. And if Nick Patrick gets in the way, so what, right?
Mm.
slow coverage.
Faces of Fear taking control over the Outsiders here.
It's been a lot of pageant, but it's all
Not for long. Don't worry. I have faith in them.
They
Yeah.
have not gone from a 1, 2, 3 immediately, and they've had many opportunities.
Jimmy Hart is with the Outsiders, right?
No.
No?
No.
Call there, Coach Heenan.
The Outsiders are the bad guys?
No.
Yes, he is. Every once in a while. Mix him up,
I thought Jimmy Hart was with Faces normally. Is that wrong?
So,
Hmm.
And now there's a cover.
Eddie.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Okay.
Ming is the right man.
I'll figure out where the hell to put it. And then
One's in, one's in, and one's out, one's out.
the Undertaker.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Like the old Undertaker.
Yeah, the old one. The legend himself, Mickey Foley. Oh boy. We were just talking about Razor Ramon.
Nice.
And then bigger one, this is my personal favorite one, is Eddie
Oh,
with the
and
lowrider.
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah. Did you see the old GameStop exclusive? Shows how much of a gamer I am. I buy all my pops at GameStop, like a nerd.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I collected those either.
Oh yeah, no, I'm huge. I used to get like all of them, like whatever ones would come out, but then I started getting like very specific. Like I have a Kurt Cobain one.
Oh.
I have a Elton
I know
John
you
one.
like Nirvana.
Oh, I love Nirvana.
Yeah.
Huge Nirvana fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt. I have the Last of Us pops. I have 8 Mile from Eminem. I have like a Nightwing, Punisher. Yeah, like a whole bunch of shit. I have like a limited edition Batman one that comes with like a scythe and everything, which is pretty cool from a comic. So that was really cool. But yeah, so
You have them up on shelves and stuff.
well, they're right now they're just sitting in a room, but this back wall eventually will have them. I was told by a good buddy of mine that I should try to hone in on the Long Island gimmick and have like, since I have the MJF scarf, the action figure hidden because of the scarf. He's gonna loan me the Mick Foley Dead or Alive Cactus Jack signed T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in a picture frame. So I'm gonna put that here so people could see, and then whatchamacallit, I'm gonna hone in on the Long Island gimmick and have like a lot of Long Island people on the wall, which will be
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah, separate me from a lot of others and everything. So I was like, yeah, it's a smart idea. Then I could put the Foley pop on there. I have a Eddie Guerrero belt that I want to put up on the backdrop because, yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to get is a new face cam and everything. So
Have you gotten a frame for the MJF poster yet?
no, I still
Get the
haven't
goddamn
fucking.
frame.
I know it's still in the fucking tube. I always look at it every day.
We should
I'm
just send
sorry.
them
Well,
ours.
now.
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
send you measurements.
Yeah, send me the measurements, please, because then on my way home from Comac tomorrow, after seeing the King get inducted tomorrow, I will go get a frame to frame it.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Outsiders just won to retain the World Tag Team titles
Dope.
after a jackknife powerbomb. I love the NWO music.
Down. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome tomorrow. How early are you going to get there?
By 10,
When does it start?
11.
Are you gonna stream it or anything, or just do a video after, or what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm worried that if I stream it through TikTok, I might get it taken down. But
Why would you
I
get
don't
a ticket
think
down?
I don't think it'd be taken down, the live stream, because it's like a thing, you know, like it's just it's open to the fans. So like, why would it be taken down? So I'm thinking about live streaming it through TikTok tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But I'm gonna dress really nice tomorrow to honor my king.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, MJF, there's $1 Million Man with Miss Elizabeth and Vincent. But for those of you who don't know, MJF is being inducted into the Long Island Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, right? Tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Right.
The only other person that's there is Mick Foley, was inducted into the National Jewish Hall of Fame, Sports Hall of Fame as well. So it means it's pretty much what that win is for Long Island is that you are crowned king of Long Island in a sense. Like we look at it as they are the best of the best Long Island has to offer. And it's really great. Now he's going to be hanging out with Mick Foley and the fucking Raptors in the greatest sports hall of fame of all time in Long Island. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy that's happening. I'm really excited to fucking go see it. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm genuinely stoked to go see it.
I'm glad you saw it because I forgot. I thought about sending it to you and then I didn't. I don't know why.
Oh, man.
I should have sent it to you when I saw it.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Like I said, I got home at like 2:30ish 3 yesterday. So I took a nap and then I woke up to get ready for the thing. And of course, while I'm on Twitter trying to do the polls or whatever, it's the first thing that pops up. And I was like, I'm fucking going. I have an extra PTO day anyway. Like if it was on a Tuesday or something, I was taking that fucking PTO to go see my kid get inducted. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if I had to explain like why you're taking your last PTO day like 2 weeks before the end of the year, my king is getting inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame. It's a lot more important than putting cans on shelves. All right. Sorry, not sorry. Enjoy your day. I'm gonna enjoy my fucking day.
Kids behind. So all I gotta say, dudes,
We got Hogan going crazy back here.
we're going out to have fun because I ain't heard nobody say that it's Roddy Piper Day. Vince, have you heard anybody say that? How about it, Vince? I know you had. How about you two in there, Ted? It ain't Roddy Piper Day. So let me tell you something, sucker. Today is Hollywood Day. To prove a point, to put the final period on my legacy, to show everybody, the people, the producers, everybody in the wrestling business, that I made this business. I'll make it tomorrow, and if it wasn't for me, the wrestling business wouldn't be on the map. And I'm not acting with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, or any of those chumps. We're doing it the Hollywood way. Piper, what you gonna do?
Not working with any of those chumps. I can't wait.
Is that DDP music?
I think so, yeah.
Because it sounds like a Nirvana song, but isn't. That's
Yeah.
how I remember it's DDP.
Hmm.
US title finals. Yep. Great song. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, good song. Oh, yeah, I forgot to make your list of songs for
Oh, yeah.
yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do that now.
Make a what?
The list of
Make
songs.
a-
You know this, Dusty. You better
What?
The list of songs that we talked about yesterday that he was going to make for us for that band that he likes.
Oh, okay. Well, including this, we got 3 more matches. We got this for the U.S. title. We got Lex Luger versus the Giant. And we got Hollywood Hogan versus Piper.
DDP has the belt right now?
No, this is the finals of a U.S. title tournament.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, Eddie's not wearing it, and I didn't remember seeing DDP wearing it, but that makes sense. Why was it a tournament? Who vacated it?
Let's find out.
It's a handy book.
Mm-hmm. Ric Flair had it and suffered a shoulder injury in September, and the title was declared vacant, and they had a tournament. So we're at 142.09.
Beat all odds and got to this point. Diamond Dallas, with help of the NWO, defeated Jeff Jarrett and got to this point. Ray, let me tell you something too. Eddie Guerrero has to have one thing on his mind, really, and that is to stay away from that devastating diamond cutter. We've seen it come out of the blue. I'm talking about the blue.
So this should be a pretty good one. It's been a pretty good show.
No, it's been a very good show.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of Black Sabbath, right? I feel like that's an idiot answer.
Yeah, we have a cat named Ozzy.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Do you listen to hip hop at all?
Not much. A little. I used to more when I was a kid. I did, but not so much now. I used to like Tupac a lot.
I'm gonna send you some Dave East songs on this playlist.
I can dig it sometimes. I like Outkast.
Yeah, Outkast is a good band.
I like there's this guy named Cadence Weapon. He's Canadian. I like him.
Well, he has proved a lot. I mean, you're talking about the depths of despair with Diamond Dallas. This man, over the top. Tremendous move. Got to get him back for a cover. 1, 2. So much riding on this thing, Toby. So much riding on it. Drop toe hold.
You ever heard of A Day to Remember?
Mm.
You've never heard of A Day to Remember?
No.
Oh my god!
My knowledge of modern music stops pretty much at like 2001, maybe 2002.
Lined all the way around. Of course, ringside seats. There are a lot of general admission seats. Fans were clamoring to try to get the final general
21 years ago.
No, I'll take it back. Maybe like 2007. Like 2007, yeah.
You had to listen to modern music when you
Of
worked
Mice and Men?
I worked where?
at Lids.
Of
No.
Mice and Men? Have you ever heard of A Mice and Men?
No.
Play.
I know the play, but like
That's all right.
band?
No.
Oh my. Yeah.
Again.
Eddie Guerrero uses high-risk maneuvers, but of all the guys that use it, he is really one that really seems to have his set and mapped out. He very seldom misses.
All right, I made you a 48-minute playlist.
All right.
It's a lot. That's a good amount. I feel like it's a good amount of time to listen to music.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send it to you via text.
Okay.
It's all on Spotify. It's literally a playlist that says Long Island's Best. So
All
you
right.
know who it's coming from.
Wait, they're not all from Long Island, though, are they?
Not even remotely close.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
It's from Long Island's Best.
it's Long Island's best tunes. You know what I mean? So like Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Have you heard of Nickelback?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Or Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
And My Chemical Romance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know of them. I don't think I could name any of their songs or identify them.
I could identify them, but I couldn't name any of their songs.
How about you know what's also who I started getting into is Jack White.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah, I just started getting into him like the past like few months.
Yeah.
I heard one song from him and I thought that was really good. But there's also this guy named Mark Ribble or something. He's like a funny artist. So he makes songs from scratch. Like from scratch. Like that's his album's basics of like the fundamentals of it. And I'll send you a video of one of my favorite songs from him that he made. That was a live performance.
Wait, is that the guy you posted a video of today?
Yeah, he was like, what is it?
Take a
You're
chill
late
pill?
to work. You're late to work, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Some shit.
Oh, I love that. That was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny.
What you
That's
gonna
great.
do, boss man?
Yeah, that's great.
If you fire me, there's no one else to replace me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's a funny guy. He's a
No,
funny guy.
I liked him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny guy. You're like, don't worry, but who gives a fuck? Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I feel like ASAP might like this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He always looks at the happy side of things.
Come on, Eddie. Don't make me look bad here. I got your pops over here, for Christ's sake.
Right below the ribs, one of those floating ribs. And now trying to get some extra leverage here. It's always better to hook the bottom rope.
This is before DDP's ribs were constantly broken for 2 years.
Yeah.
When you're pulling up, his body's going down. I those little things you have to know. We Enid Booker cheats. Enid Booker.
You guys Beatles fans at all?
Yeah, they're like my favorite
Huge
bands.
Beatles fans, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite groups are the Elvis and the Beatles.
I love Elvis.
Oh, really?
Love
I didn't
Elvis.
strike you as an Elvis fan.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
The Monkees.
I like the Monkees too, yeah.
Yeah, the Monkees was cool. Sinatra.
Yeah.
I liked Sammy Davis
Yeah. I
as
like all that.
well. Louis Armstrong was really
Dean Martin.
good.
Like Dean Martin.
Dean Martin. Yep.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I like
Um,
mostly older stuff like 60s, 70s, 80s.
It's really good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good music.
Like most of my musical taste really stops at like Nirvana in the 90s.
Have you heard of Green Day?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I was listening to
you know,
Green
I wouldn't
Day
be shocked if
before
you
you were
didn't.
born.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like I wouldn't be shocked if you didn't. So
Yeah, my first tape was Green Day.
I saw their American
Album is,
Idiot.
like, one of my favorite albums.
Do what?
What album?
Dookie?
Dookie's a great album.
Yeah, that was my
I
first
like-
tape. My first
I
tape
like
ever had was
American
Dookie.
Idiot. I like the American Idiot album. I saw the play live that Billy Armstrong produced
Mhm.
with from people from Broadway.
Yeah.
Fantastic
How awesome.
play.
Do you know
Fantastic play.
NoFX?
No, I don't.
Oh man,
I was
I
gonna
gotta.
recommend them last night when we were
I would
talking
recommend
about music,
NoFX. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll make a
Fabulous
list for you.
NoFX.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a list for me, and if you want, make a list on Spotify and send me the playlist.
Okay.
Because that's what I just did. That's what I just did for you here. I really, really hope you guys like at least Dance Gavin Dance. It's
Okay.
like they're my I again, like when I heard of them, wasn't into that screamo shit at all. Heard Blue Dream, everything changed for me. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put that on the fucking thing. I forgot to put that on the list. It's all right. Don't worry about it. You'll find Blue Dream and be like, oh, okay. It makes sense now. Life makes sense now.
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah. And A Day to Remember of Mice and Men's really good.
Yeah, like NoFX. Like, yeah, they're awesome.
Put some Dead Kennedys on that.
And the Dead Kennedys, Dead.
I heard of them.
Yeah, I like punk rock a lot. I used to play punk rock.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait to hear stories about that when I come over.
Yeah.
You can hear some of the actual music when you come over if you want. He's got a
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
Savage Cabbage. What's the name?
Savage Cabbage.
Yeah, that was the
I
punk.
like that.
That was the punk band.
Okay.
My goodness.
You know, not for nothing, I was gonna get into music podcasting.
Yeah.
And do like interviews with like musicians from different genres and stuff, because like I'm a big fan of like the behind the scenes stuff than just like what people see. It's like, like fans just see the performance and sees like a little bit of work into making albums and stuff like that. But like my thing was like, how do you know this is supposed to be track 1 that leads to track 2 that leads to track 3 that gets to that interlude that gets back into the rotation for track 5? Like I wanted to know like that process, because like when I was making music as a rapper, I liked the interludes, but at the same time I didn't like the interludes because I thought it was just easy filler space, especially if it didn't make any sense to what the album cohesively was trying to say.
Mhm.
And that's why like the title, what I tried to do was the titles of the songs led into a paragraph. So like when you read the titles, it was almost like I was just saying sentences, which would have been a very interesting take than a lot of other creators at the time.
I think DDP, sorry, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. I think DDP would be like the most interesting person to have dinner with.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because he got into wrestling later in life, and I feel like there has to be like a really interesting story that goes with all of that. Plus, just like the transition from like wrestler to DDP yoga. I would love to hear like how that all started.
Mm.
He seems fascinating.
Yeah, he was a club. He was in clubs, like club promoter and stuff like that for a while. Then became a wrestler.
Well, he owned a bar for a while too, didn't he?
That's what I mean by clubs.
Oh, okay. Because that's where he met Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DDP's story is a very interesting story. My real question to DDP is how much yoga are we going to have to do after our dinner and before our dinner? That's really the question.
Well, luckily I have it over here, so
I'm down. I'm willing to try it.
I need to start doing it again.
I tried to do it and I could not.
It's no joke. It's
Yeah, is it serious?
It's serious, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take it and kind of do it light, but if you do it like he does it, it's no joke. Yeah.
I follow him on TikTok. I like his motivational quotes that he gives.
Yeah, I like how positive he is.
Yeah, I do too.
His book is good. Positively Page. His book is good. Scott Hall's got DDP set up for the Outsider's Edge.
Which is a terrible name.
Outsider's Edge?
Yeah, it's literally the same fucking move.
Yeah. And Outsider's Edge means nothing.
I would have just called it like the bomb. You know, something simple. They already knew the move. Having the name have no significance this time around doesn't really matter. There it is.
There you go.
My boy, Eddie G, baby.
He's the champ.
Mm-hmm.
Which belt?
Look how young Eddie is.
Oh, it just said it like right as I was asking.
Look how young Eddie is. Fucking unbelievable.
That's not his real music.
No, I know. It's weird to listen to that but know who Eddie was. Is like, it's very young. It's a very young Eddie. It's a very, very excited and young wrestler who wants to just prove his name, prove that he has something to offer. And what he turns to become and making LWO with Conan and everything is his legacy is so great. So great.
I don't understand why if you film an event when you have the rights to music, why you don't retain the rights to that music. Because like in the movies, they don't have to like
because the artist owns the right to the original copy.
But they don't do that in like movies and TV shows with reruns. So
no,
like,
what it is, it's a rent a license. They're renting the license to have the music on for whatever the product is. So like for movies, right? Like if you watch, so like if you watch like the newer Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, they have the Ramones in there. They bought a rental lease of that license for an X amount of time. So it's
like 20 years from now when they show Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies on TV.
As long as that license is still active, they can have that. But if it's not active, they have to then go ahead and either repurchase that license rental or change the music in the movie, which means they'd have to re-edit the movie itself in the final form for a new set of music, which is a harder process because if 20 years from now, the Ramones, who's, has been around for 50 years at this point, says no to them for allowing them to use that license, then they have to take that whole entire movie and re-edit it with new music, which then becomes whatever that current, music is at the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy, right? But like they wanted, and that the reason why they picked the Ramones is because they're a big band from Queens, which makes sense.
Well, I've just never heard of like anyone else besides wrestling have to do that.
Yeah.
When the Wonder Years had to do it. And that's why the Wonder Years DVDs took so long to get put out.
Yep. It's like a rental lease agreement.
Several other TV shows have had that happen.
Yep. That's why sometimes what's easier is you ask the artist that you're going to take the music from to make an original copy or an original art for set product. because then you can buy the original art from the artist, who then can re-release it at any time to gain profit as well. Because mind you, they're still gaining profit from every time this song is played. And then on top of that, like every time the DVD is bought with that music on there, they get a certain percentage of that sale. So when certain movies and TV shows come out, a lot of them, like Full House, made an original song. That song, their theme song, wasn't a song that was already made. They asked the artist to make an original song for that specific product.
That makes sense.
Yeah, which honestly, it's a lot easier because then you say, listen, I will pay you X amount of dollars and give you X amount percent for set show and for whatever comes of this show. But the song is my property at the end of the day. Now, you can still take this song that you made and re-release it and make money on it as well. Like the Scooby-Doo theme song, you know, what's new to Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. Like, that was an original song. But the band still plays that song because it's still their song in a way, but it's just, legally speaking, it's technically more the product song than the artist song. It's a crazy world of legalization for song titles and shit. So
Here we got Lex Luger. We got Lex Luger and the Giant here. We're at 2:02:51 in the pay-per-view.
I'm just gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Who do you like in this one, Kay?
Well, who do I like is Lex Luger. Who do I think is going to win? I have no idea because I don't know anything leading up to this, so it's hard to predict a winner with no sense of story. You know? But the Giant definitely has him beaten by size, so there's that. But he also did body slam Yokozuna, so
true.
I don't know. Can you tell me anything about the story leading up to this match?
Nope.
Okay. Do you already know who wins?
Nope.
Who are you for?
Lex Luger, of course.
Of course, yeah.
I'm always for Lex Luger.
Well, like, with the Giant, I saw him as Big Show, and I saw him at the end of his career. And so, no offense to Paul White, but I'm used to him wrestling, like, terribly. In, like, a very slow, lumbering style. So I'm pretty excited to see young Paul White in a match. I think I've maybe seen one Giant match, but it wasn't a one-on-one. It was...
Yeah, you saw him wrestle Hogan.
Did I?
Halloween Havoc 95 we watched. He won the world title from Hogan.
Oh, I don't remember that. I know I had seen
Remember,
it.
and then the Yes Day showed up?
Oh, that's right. So I think that's the only singles match I've seen of his. I think I saw him in a Battle Royal or something. Or maybe he just came out with a bunch of people to beat up someone at the end of the match.
He exploded out of that corner and knocked Luger down before Luger could react. You know, he's not just a big giant, big, dumb, clumsy giant. He's an athlete, probably the most agile athlete in the world.
Yeah, the Giant, very different before he became the Big Show. Before he put on a lot of weight, I should say. That had nothing to do with becoming a Big Show. It had everything to do with gaining a lot of weight.
Chiseled, he's cut, and he's in a lot of pain at the feet right now of the Giant. The Giant remained in the ring. You talked earlier about the French championship of Sting that Luger has lost.
Giant looks scary there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not thinking about that right now. He's thinking about just getting in the ring and surviving against the Giant. The Giant, did you see his eyes?
Yeah. Let me tell you something, too, guys. He cannot wreck the Giant without wearing him down. You know what I mean? He's got to wear him down.
He looks much better than when I saw him before.
Mhm.
To get him up there.
Well, Monday night, it took him about 2 minutes to wear him down. When he attacked, when the Giant came in the ring, and he nailed the Giant, had him wobbling. So for Lex Luger, yes.
You never felt pain. Well, you heard that right at home.
He's got to wear him down, but Luger also cannot be in the condition he's in right now.
He's really working on that back, and it's taking his toll on Lex Luger. Them ribs, that lower back.
He hit him so hard in the back, you can see his whole stomach move up front. He really laid into him.
All right, I'm back. I apologize for that.
You're fine.
The smile on the face of the
Giant beating up on Sexy Lexi here.
Sexy Lexi, hey yo.
He's got to remember this in the back of his
That what you're gonna call me when I come over on in March?
No, you can be Thrillin' Dylan.
Drillin' Dylan. All right, I like that. I like that. That's a good one. I like that one.
If you put down that big chuck, those 3 extras, how do you heard that look too?
Well, I tell you what, I'm trying to get right.
It's a right down the side all night. The foot to the chin. Go on Luger.
Yeah, the Giant. We were just talking about how much better the Giant looks here than in his years as the Big Show.
Yeah, so fit.
Yeah, yeah, because he's in shape here. That's what we were saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I still think it's so funny that the Big Show did a cameo for the Water Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what was the
People love
wrestler's?
Captain Insano.
Captain Insano, yeah.
People love
That's my favorite wrestler, Captain Insano.
that.
A few of my friends from high school are in that movie because they filmed it in Orlando and they needed extras, and I went to a performing arts high school.
Yeah.
So they got some of the students
Seriously.
in the movie. Yeah. Just in like
That's so cool.
scenes and stuff.
That's cool.
Of course, bad breath is better than none at all. That's right, and Luger doesn't have much left. Not much air in that man right there. But I tell you, the fans are chanting Luger's name, and maybe, just maybe, it can help him out.
Come on, Luger.
There it comes.
Oh, oh.
Hopefully they put reinforcements underneath this ring.
He doesn't want to pin him. And that could be a mistake. A big mistake. You got a chance to beat a guy like Lex Luger, you better take that. Not getting the Johnson's weight. I'll try an elbow, and that's what he did. I'd pick him up right
Yeah,
now.
I like Luger. He's always been one of my favorites. He's getting his own podcast. It's starting very soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna
Be
have to listen.
interesting to, yeah. He was in WCW and WWF.
Yeah.
Be interesting to hear. It was WCW world champion several times and was almost world champion in WWF. Should have been world champion in WWF.
I almost caught his leg on the rope.
You made a great statement right there. That's true. Anybody that knows is
What matches do we have left? Is it just Hogan and Piper now?
Yep.
Wow. That went by fast.
Yep.
It did.
Mm.
about one running Piper. And Piper is outside about Hogan.
All right, Luger hits the corner. The Giant a long way around. Giant wait a minute. He can get him in that rack. That's how he got him before. That's right. That's exactly the position he was in. How good is Lex Luger's back? That's what I want to know right now. How much he go?
Yeah, he got him off the position that he had him in. But he still got to wear him out.
Oh no, Captain Insano.
Luger had him in the position, but maybe obviously was not ready or he would have tried it. Well, don't forget, he just had his back worked on. He took kind of a low shot there a minute ago. He wasn't ready to pick him up yet.
Kind of a low shot.
Low shot. Low shots. And Luger, almost
Yeah, Luger, if you see him nowadays, he looks very frail almost,
Frail and brittle.
Yeah. Steroids.
Oh.
A lot of his muscle was steroids.
Yeah.
Incredible attempt by the Giant. Yeah, it was, but a bad maneuver on his part. Yep. I think it was a little showboating right there, really. But he didn't have Luger soften up enough for that move. Luger's a veteran. He sets you up a lot of times, too. Why did you do that? Why does a guy 7'4" need to attempt a drop kick? The Giant can. Well, I guess so. The Giant is back up.
The steroids seem to do quite a lot of damage to guys,
Luger.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you the Irish curse. It it makes you strong for a short period of time. Put cameras in your loved ones' homes and make you paranoid. It does
makes you crazy.
makes you crazy.
Seems to do heart damage,
Yeah.
brain damage. I mean, killed Ultimate Warrior, damaged his heart a lot. It seemed to.
Yep.
Oh. So hopefully Lex Luger doesn't die early from all the steroids.
Uh-oh, he landed on the ref.
Ref's dead. Oh, body slam. Look how easy that was.
We got a backup ref. Wait, what?
He's a dirty ref.
Oh.
Oh, look who's here.
He said everybody, he is NWO. Thank you. No doubt about it. Gonna rock him again.
No. Oh.
Thank you so much for that Olive Garden that you fed me last week. I appreciate it with me and my family. Big Show, you smell like shit. You better use deodorant next time you fucking wrestle, you big giant.
Oh, there you go, Luger.
Hey! Right in the Giants.
The baseball bat made me think something we forget. Lex Luger, before he was a wrestler, was an NFL player.
Yeah.
You got him. Yeah, place went crazy.
I like Lex Luger.
Yeah, it's Lex Luger. What do you expect?
not get the job done. The total package took it to the NWO. The one thing was safe.
And let me say this: where are his friends now? Where are the outsiders?
Where's Hogan?
I mean, they sent out 6.
Look at his face, and look where he's staring. Yeah, Hogan.
Now wait a second. Is this before the monster truck battle between Hogan
Big deal.
and the Giant, or is this after?
This is after. This is a year
This
after.
is after. Okay.
Oh yeah, the monster trucks.
Yeah, this is after the Giant fell off the roof and came back
Right, and died.
to win the world title from Hogan.
Right. Yeah, he died and came back. I mean, Ray died and came back as well in a on the top of the roof of Connecticut, Titan Tower,
True. And Malachi Black.
and Malachi Black. But I think he died and then regenerated in AEW. So
Yeah.
you know, that was a change of scenery.
Goes from behind. Courtesy of Babe Ruth, let's say. Took him out, hit him in the leg, covered him. Referee goes to get in position. I mean, the judge, he could have covered him for a count of 40. He's out.
Look at the fans, would you? They're standing there with him.
1, 2.
Covered him for a count of 40.
My opinion, the strongest man in wrestling, Lex Luger.
Lex Luger, your career has taken the turn you always wanted tonight. Oh my, we now go to the moment we've been waiting for.
Beating the Giant for not a belt was the turn he's always wanted his career to take.
Mm. It was a big win. It was the
Let's get
I
yes.
don't know. He beat the Giant.
Was this before the Lex Express?
No,
Well, I know Hogan's hands are soaked back there right now. You can
that was 93.
those butterflies, you're right.
You know, in my classroom, I have a giant U.S. history timeline that like goes across the whole room.
Is the Lex Express on it?
No, but I'm saying maybe we should do that in the house, but with wrestling history.
I like that.
When like significant moments, like the body slam of Yokozuna, Foley and Undertaker falling off the top of the Hell in the Cell, things like that. You know,
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
just a thought.
You ready?
I feel like it would help me with my timeline because everything's mixed up in my brain. I'm a very visual person.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Ready?
Mhm.
Now I know you have a room for your cats and everything. Have you ever considered making that into the studio?
This is the moment.
No, because the cats eat wires. Like even before we had a dog, there was a cat room because they chew through. Like one of our cats has chewed through an HDMI cable. Like they will chew through anything that is remotely cable-like, and so we can't
Even
have
if they're on the first floor?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we can't have electronics in the same room as them if they're corded. And
Well, no, I'm saying like you would kick them out. And they would have the house, and you'd close the door and keep that door closed.
No, because then they would eat any wires.
Because then they would eat the wires in the rest of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Plus, then Ripley would be all over them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If the wire eating problem wasn't so bad, then we would consider it. But we've gone through many cords thinking that they
I
would
could imagine.
the wire chewing. Feels like nighttime just because we're watching wrestling with Dylan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Weird, it's only 3:22.
It does. It does feel like nighttime.
It's also raining here, so it's like kind of dark outside.
Raining here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been raining on and off. It's raining today into tomorrow. I hope it doesn't rain while MJF is giving his speech or getting his plaque.
You don't think
I'll
it's
be
good
very upset.
indoors?
I mean, it is indoors, but he still deserves a fucking beautiful day. You know?
True.
It's not like, you know, some schlub from like Staten Island coming out here to get their fucking award. Long Island's best.
So if you're watching with us, we are at 2:21:42 in the pay-per-view. It has flown by. Here comes the Rowdy Scott himself, Roddy Piper.
I love his music. I love bagpipes. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him sweating, ready to go.
Can you pull it off? Oh, it's already on 72. Should I put it on 73?
Go for it. Yeah, so just a reminder, this is not for the world title.
I don't understand that. It's your main event. Why would it not be for the world title? That's so stupid. I mean, was there like a reason storyline wise why it wasn't a... Okay.
I don't remember.
It's a petting emergency, okay?
You can't tell me they're all going to be at ringside with Hogan. Referee Anderson, you got to get this thing sorted out here. Randy Anderson, in the shadow of all this Nick Patrick bump, has risen to the occasion to really be senior referee in our sport. Hogan, as the bell sounds on the floor. They wanted the best referee for this match. They finally got it from Randy Anderson.
Fuck you, Hogan.
Oh.
Rowdy over Hogan any day of the week.
I'm with Dylan.
Yeah.
Always. Always. I get it. Like, Hogan's a huge name, huge star. Definitely captivated and moved the needle for wrestling, but...
Roddy's so much cooler.
I mean, not even just that. Like, Roddy's character was so natural to him. He didn't have to change gimmicks. Like, he's still doing the same gimmick he did in WWF and WCW. That's a natural right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put it in my pocket. Who are you for? Are you for Hogan?
Piper. I guess.
You guess?
Put the referee on the top turnbuckle. I love that. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Piper fired him, Tony, and sitting reeling, he knew. He got confidence, and you start to gain it like that. The more you fight, the more you score a touchdown or hit a home run like you did, you get 2 or 3 of you, and you get to thinking you're going to beat this guy bad. You know what I mean? You get to thinking, I'm going to top this game. That's when you're at your best. So that's why he can't go out and
You're gonna beat this guy bad. You're gonna beat this guy so bad.
run him again. You need to take a time. Then you got 2 of them. Piper has the advantage right now, Dusty, because he didn't go on the floor ever. Yeah, Piper's confident. Hogan's worried. This is great maneuver by Hogan. He immediately came back with a deflection to the eyes, and Hogan has come back with a vengeance. Let's not discount the fact we may not like him. He may have turned his back on everything that wrestling means in this world, but you can't deny the abilities of Hulk Hogan. So he's the man. He's the man. Make no mistake about it. But that man,
You piece of trash.
let's just hook up our seatbelts and see if he beats him tonight. Piper light on his feet. The quickness. Goes right into the side of the head. See there? He took what Hogan had. He took his own slot. And now
Well, the eye poke by Piper there.
Piper shoots him to the other side. Piper pulls behind him again. And Hogan knows that's what's going to save him. Sooner or later, Piper's going to get overly frustrated and go on the outside. That's exactly what Hogan does. Just a matter of fact, they're going to push Piper so far that he makes a mistake. So he's a master at playing with people's emotions. Man wouldn't have been as successful as he has in this sport if he didn't know what he was doing. You know what this is, Tony?
Yeah, Roddy Piper, the star of one of my favorite movies, They Live, where he can see a race of aliens on Earth through technologically advanced sunglasses that he wears. Very good movie. John Carpenter film.
I guarantee you why he did that. Wherever you are watching our telecast, nationwide, worldwide, we're glad you're with us for this history making event. Piper's got him on his knees. Don't you ever think you'd see Piper had Logan on his knees? He's a hanging on to man, I guarantee you. Yeah. He is holding, making all he works. Yeah. Hogan's gonna have some cauliflower ears in the morning. That's fine with Piper. Fine with me. Fine with all of us. Hey, to me, cauliflower ears.
Oh, me too.
One of the things.
Did you ever play much of WCW NWO Revenge on the N64?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
I'd flip between that and Turok a
Turok?
lot. Yeah.
I got a thing where you can play the 64 on an HD TV.
Can you play WCW?
Yeah.
My man. Just might have to be your new roommate for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Revenge. Out of all, I know a lot of
That is
people talk
good.
about WWF No Mercy, and that one's good, and it's got like a career mode and all. But the roster on Revenge, I like that one a
It's
lot.
extensive. It's an extensive roster.
Yeah, I mean that's got
Yeah.
all the cruiserweights, all the WCW cruiserweights,
Yeah.
and Savage and Piper, and etc. Goldberg and
You know, like my introduction to wrestling, gaming wise, was No Mercy, and I liked No Mercy,
mhm.
and then I had the WCW Revenge. I liked that one. I played a couple of GameCube games, WrestleMania 2000, But like where I started to peak was the PlayStation 2's WWF Shut Your Mouth
Yeah.
and Know Your Role. Here Comes the Pain. Like that's where I started to like really go crazy. And then SmackDown versus Raw and all that good stuff. So. Like I said, I'm highly considering getting like a PlayStation 3 or something. Or even like I'm trying to see if I could get it on this PC, an emulator, so I could play all of those games
Mm-hmm.
and everything, and then start streaming them because like that was my shit.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely love WWF. Know Your Role, Shut Your Mouth. I'll never forget it. Christmas Day, I got the PlayStation 2. I got Spider-Man. I got the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire figure, Green Goblin figure. And then I started to lose my shit when the last game I opened up was Know Your Role with The Rock on the cover, Kurt Angle doing the fucking ankle lock.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You had to physically pull me from the TV to do things because I was obsessed.
Yeah.
Like I forgot about Halo 2. And I was like, it's all about WWF Know Your Role. Like I don't know any other world but this. And then I got into like Max Payne.
Oh, I love Max Payne.
Love Max Payne.
Love Max Payne.
They're making a remaster, supposedly, the first 3.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really hope it happens because I would love to replay those.
Yeah.
There's a wrestler called Max Payne, though, isn't there?
Yes, it was also a wrestler.
It has nothing to do with each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, there's a game called Max Payne. I bet you'd like it. It's a third-person shooter.
Yeah, it's about a cop who, I'm trying to see how to put it in like a summary. So the cop loses his wife and his kid due to some bad men that he was trying to either hunt down or was watching because he was an undercover cop. And after he loses his wife and his kid, he goes into this dark rabbit hole of vengeance and just starts taking out this whole mafia of people that took out his family. And then what was really cool about Max Payne was you could jump in the air with like 2 guns, and there was a slow-mo feature where you could it would literally be this firing weapons, and you could like then spin and go backwards and doing it this way, or go on the other side and do it this way. And I was such a fan of that feature. So like I'd go into the train, like there's a couple of train segments where you go into the subway and there'll be like 2 on your right or 2 on your left, or like 1 in the front of you. So like I'd shoot the one guy in front of me, like, all right, whatever, he was nothing. But then I'd be like, all right, boom, boom, left, boom, boom, and then you'd fall on the back or whatever, and you'd hear like the that expression of like, oh, can't believe I fell, type of thing. And then you run on the train or whatever, you go through the locker rooms and everything. It was so much fun. Max Payne 2, though, story-wise, got very more creative.
Yeah.
And it became a lot more popular than the first one because of that, I feel.
Yeah, the bullet time was fantastic. I mean, it was so much fun to know you had a room full of enemies and to just figure out how you were going to decimate them. And then also, you had a Molotov cocktail.
Yes!
So you
Molotovs were great.
Throw a Molotov cocktail and burn someone alive.
Yeah.
And hear them screaming and then jump in the room in slow-mo and take that
the
rest of the room out.
I don't know if you ever played this one, but if you're a Marvel fan at all, The Punisher.
I did not. I know what you're talking about. I know where you can like torture guys and shit.
So like there was like a wood chipper that you would interrogate somebody on the wood chipper,
I know what you're
And
talking about. I
then-
never played it.
Yeah, so like it's like I mean, there's crazy scenes where like you could hold the guy's foot on top of the ceiling of like this big ass building, and then you'll let him go, or whatever, or you could throw him in a wood chipper. You could throw him in a shark tank. You can. There's a warehouse where there's like a sawzall blade attached to a table, and you can like saw them in half and shit. It was so fucking graphic, like so wild. Like there was one where you could toss somebody in a lion's pit and hear the lion like rip them apart and shit. It was wild. What?
Sounds pretty good. And I like the
Oh
part.
my god, it was so good. It was so good. It was also 50 Cent Bulletproof and 50 Cent Sands of Time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Something.
Something like Sands of something. And you play as 50 Cent with all of his tape, all of his music from the Massacre album playing, and Eminem was in the game, and it was all voiced by the actual people. Like Dr. Dre was in the game, and it was Dr. Dre playing himself, Eminem playing himself, 50 playing himself, Lloyd Banks was playing himself, Tony Yayo was playing himself, and you were asked by the CIA to go into Iraq and take out these like terrorists.
Naturally.
Yeah, and it was just like, me? I'm just a rapper. And he's like, well, you're the best one that we could find. And it was just like this crazy fucking story where you're listening to the Massacre album while just mowing down victims and shit in the craziest of ways. You got Lloyd Banks, this whole G Unit squad. It was crazy. It was so crazy. It was so much fun.
Nope. You got the Giant out here. Yeah, I never played the 50 Cent games.
Oh, they were so much fun.
And there's a fan. The ref is beating up the fan.
Yeah, security.
Security's got the fan.
It's like the fan has grabbed another fan to try and anchor himself from being pulled away.
That fan was obviously drunk. He got in Sting's face.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
You
say.
saw him?
Yeah, I did.
He got in Sting's face when Sting was making his
Entrance.
way to the ring earlier, and security had to pull him out of the way.
He put his face so close to Sting's face that his face touched Sting's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
And then he was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, it was odd.
He's got it up for two. Here it comes.
And that's it.
Rowdy
He
Scott
beat
went
Hogan. That's awesome.
Your way out, brother. There you go. There's your winner. There's the man with the bad hip that came all the way from home. That's not good.
Yeah, he just had hip surgery during this time.
Yeah, I didn't realize what it was from though.
When they wrote NWO on his leg during that segment of Piper's Pit in WCW, there was an angle where you could see the scar of the hip, which was crazy.
Well, they showed it during this match too. They like zoomed in on it.
Yeah.
What is up with this cameraman? There we go.
And the Giant, what's going through his mind? He had him up in the choke slam. Now, it took a lick. And thank goodness. Oh, wait a minute. Well, we're not done yet. Do not touch that dial. We got problems. They say don't go there, but I'm saying go there. Yeah, where were you, baby? I watch your back. Watch your back. Where we go? I'm trying to fall three all the time. I take care of your trash. This is serious. I'm talking about. What are you doing? You drop the ball. You drop the ball. You got beat. What happened? Well, I guess the old saying, NWO for life.
The NWO lost 2 matches on Starrcade, with the Giant losing to Luger and Hogan losing to Piper.
Where's Vince? Vince, get out here with our belt. Vince, Hogan's still at the belt. If he can bring an alligator belt, a title belt, he can bring 2 belts in quick. It don't matter. Piper won the match. Piper beat.
Where's Vince? Vince, bring out the damn belt.
Vince, you better get out here, Vince, with our belt right now. We got the NWO belt. We're the champions. We're the winners. Yeah, well, you're not the winners. You made the champions. It wasn't Dominic. It was Roddy Piper. Vince, get out here with our belt. That's right. In a history-making moment, Roddy Piper put Hulk Hogan to sleep. Here's Roddy. What an effort by Roddy Piper. It's back. Piper, non-title. I killed you, Piper. I'm the champion. I killed you,
Yo, Hogan spit right in the camera lens there.
Gross.
Nice. I was hungry, but not anymore.
That's
Great
well,
Starrcade.
playing music.
Great Starrcade.
Yeah, very good. Very good show. Went by quickly. It really did,
A
didn't it?
lot quicker than a lot of the other ones, yeah.
I don't know why that was, but it did.
Because they just kept going with matches instead of waiting and dragging it out,
Mhm.
which is nice.
They definitely kept it going. Well, here we can stop. So let's go with best match, worst match, and score out of 5. Kay, we'll start with you.
Best match was the DDP match.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, I'm changing my mind.
Okay.
Best match was the Jushin Thunder Liger match. Worst match was the women's match.
Yeah.
I would give this like a 4.5 out of 5. It was pretty entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Good. Dylan, what do you think?
I can't pick one good match because there was a good amount of really good matches. If I had to name 3, I would say Jushin Liger for sure. Ultimate Dragon, DDP was really good. For sure. I mean, I love seeing Roddy, and I'm happy Roddy got the win, but those 3 definitely outshined themselves today, I should say, because we're not in the nighttime. Feels though like nighttime, like Kay said before. Worst match, yeah, I'm sorry. It is the women's match. Medusa just didn't perform, felt very stiff, much in a Twilight Zone, just totally not there. And yeah, but awesome match of the night, I guess if that's a category ever. Piper and Hogan was really cool to watch.
Yeah,
Love seeing Piper wrestle is always a good one.
It's better than I expected for sure.
Yeah, I would say solid 4, 100%. Would definitely rewatch this episode over a lot of the other ones we've seen.
And I would say best match of the night, definitely Jushin Thunder Liger versus Rey Mysterio. I mean, that was just off the charts. Those two killed it. Worst match of the night, the women's was terrible. I mean, which is weird because Hokuto looked great and Medusa looked awful and just kind of ruined the match.
Yeah.
And I gotta give it 4.5 bones out of 5. I thought it was a great show. Several good matches. Definitely some good storyline progression. I wish that we knew more about the storylines going into it, because it was obvious that they were progressing here at the show, but just we don't know exactly how they were progressing here. But there was definitely some strife within the NWO, some strife within the Four Horsemen happening that we saw. But yeah, just a very good show. Good ending to the year 1996 for WCW. The only minor complaint would be that it was a non-title match, Piper versus Hogan. That's real dumb to me to make your main event a non-title match. Yeah, that's stupid.
Plus, it made me think like that Roddy was going to win, because like why else would they make it a non-title match?
Right.
Because of how stupid that is.
Yeah.
Like, it was the only logical reason.
Yeah. Yeah, great performance by Piper and Hogan. I expected a decent match, but they came out and put on a very good match, I thought. There's a lot of punching and kicking and brawling, but it was a very good brawling match, I thought. Yeah, good show. I want to make 2 announcements real quick, just reiterating them. Number 1, our weekly show, AEW Weekly, will still be on tomorrow night, Monday, but it will be on at 7 p.m., not 6 p.m. It's 7 p.m. tomorrow. The second reiteration, we are doing the Retro Watch Along next week, but it is Friday night at 7. It's not on Sunday. It's Friday night at 7 p.m.
The 22nd.
The 22nd, we are watching Santa's Sleigh. Watch our X account. I will put up the information for where you can rent it, but you can rent it from like everywhere, it sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Hulu, Amazon, wherever.
Google Play, YouTube. Yeah, it's everywhere.
So Santa's Sleigh, starring Bill Goldberg as a murderous Santa. We're watching it Friday night at 7 p.m. In the Retro Watch Along this week. So just watch our X account for more details.
Get your eggnog and Christmas cookies ready.
That's what I'm going to get on Friday. I'm going to get Christmas cookies from my last store.
Santa's Sleigh. It is worth a rental. It's worth buying. I tell you that. But if you don't feel like buying it, it's worth renting for sure. It's going to be a fun time watching this one on Friday.
Dylan, do you have anything that you want to plug?
Yeah, actually, we canceled today's show for the podcast. So there will be no podcast today. I just a little overworked, not feeling well. Kind of just want to relax and take a day to recover, because I know Tuesday through Sunday we got one hell of a busy schedule. Going forward, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we're not going to be making any content over at Last Week of Wrestling Podcast. So the last day of content for us, at least here on Last Week of Wrestling, is Saturday the 23rd. Of course, it's the watch-alongs and stuff. No podcast today. We're going to take a little me day. We're going to finally get a little me day in there. So
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching, as always. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. We certainly did. And like I said, the show just went by real quickly. They really kept it going.
Yeah.
And, thanks for watching WCW Starrcade 96. For my co-hosts, K Fabulous and Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling. And make sure to check out his podcast. Make sure to check out his stuff. For them, I am Asa, and I'm going to say, in the words of Mick Foley, have a nice day. Thanks for coming. Bye.